212 for CBS. The Mahomes, there was always going to be a backlash on Mahomes. I always knew and figured that the first time he struggled, people were going to come out of the woodwork like, aha. I just didn't think it was going to happen when he got hurt. You know Mahomes is eventually going to be healthy and have 2 bad games. People do that. He hasn't done it. I mean, he hasn't had a game yet where he goes out there and he throws 3 interceptions and loses the game because he doesn't play well. That happens to every quarterback in the National Football League. A guy that's won an MVP already, that's been to an AFC Championship game, that's under this kind of scrutiny, that defenses and coordinators want to take down, hasn't happened to him yet. That in and of itself is amazing. I'm all in on Mahomes, even if I have my concerns and doubts about the Chiefs tonight. It'll be a great game. 855-212-4CBS is the number. Give me a call. Also, you can tweet at me. Sports Writer, Sports Reiter. Love to hear from you. And we'll get back to your calls and tweets. I do want to get with Kevin Todd, though, President and CEO of thesportsbrokers.com, our gambling expert insider. Going to visit with Kevin about tonight's game and some games this weekend on the program after the CBS Sports Radio update with Rich Ackerman.
CBS Sports Radio. Sports Flash.
And Bill, Week 7 of the NFL season begins with a battle in the AFC West. The Broncos host the Chiefs. We're coming off back-to-back losses. Kansas City has been unable to stop the run in recent weeks and will face the NFL's top-running tandem. Royce Freeman and Philip Lindsay said it's going to be a battle of great wills tonight.
Every game in the NFL is tough. It's a divisional game, so it's going to be a big game for all of us. It's going to be at night, and they're going to be ready to play. They're ready to get back on a winning streak, and we want to keep our winning streak going.
The Broncos have won back-to-back games after an 0-4 start. Kansas City is now 4-2 on the season. Russell Okung expects to be back on the field Sunday for the Chargers. The left tackle is yet to play after suffering a pulmonary embolism. Game 4, take 2. The American League Championship Series resumes tonight at Yankee Stadium after last night's rainout. The Yankees trail 2-1 in the series, but come back with their best pitcher, Masahiro Tanaka, on full rest. And with the possibility of 4 games in 4 days, Aaron Boone could use some length from his starter tonight.
We are going to have to get some innings out of our starters. There's no question about it. Hopefully, obviously Masa's coming off a real good start in Game 1 where he was able to give us 6 innings.
Zach Greinke will be on the mound tonight for the Astros, looking for redemption after the Game 1 loss. Giancarlo Stanton remains out for the Yankees. NHL action tonight. 3 games get underway at the top of the hour, including the local battle between the Rangers and Devils in New Jersey. The Bruins have won 5 of their first 6 and host the Lightning, and the Wild and Canadiens face off as well. I'm Rich Ackerman.
This is Taz. And I'm the Moose. We look back at a little Thursday night football. Broncos and Chiefs. Join us tomorrow morning at 6 Eastern.
CBS Sports Radio.
Erie's home for sports. CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Sponsored by JFSR Group.
Hey, sports fans, this is world champion handicapper Mike North with your Las Vegas Thursday night report. Documented 34-12 this season. That's 74% winners. And tonight, I'm releasing Kansas City, Denver, Arkansas State, Louisiana, and Stanford, UCLA. Huge information against the spread. And it's yours free on the recorded message line. Call 1-800-847-7889. Kansas City, Denver, side and total, plus Arkansas State, Louisiana, and Stanford, UCLA. It's 4-0 or the season free. Call now, 1-800-847-7889. Thursday night under the lights, Mike North has you covered. 1-800-847-7889. Kansas City, Denver, it's a monster. I love the game huge. Side and total. I love to go 4-0 on Thursday night or the season free. Call now on the free recorded message line, 1-800-847-7889, or go to VegasScoresAndOdds.com.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans. 30% of Americans who are planning home improvements of $5,000 or more will pay for those renovations with a high-interest credit card. That may not be a great idea. A better idea may be to take cash out of your home with a Quicken Loans 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. The rate today on our 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.99%, APR 4.08%. Call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rate subject to change. Pay 1.25% fee to receive this discounted rate. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Geico presents Monster Counseling. Dracula, tell me how you're feeling.
No one understands how lonely it is. No one will even let me into their house. I knock and I knock, but they ignore me.
Uh-huh. What else?
I look in the mirror and I don't even see myself anymore.
If you don't see yourself clearly, can you really expect others to?
I'm having a breakthrough.
It's not easy to be a vampire, but with Geico, it's super easy to switch and save hundreds on your car insurance.
Lease a 2020 Hyundai Elantra SE only $179 a month this week at Dave Hallman Hyundai. Or get 0% APR for 72 months on a new Elantra, Tucson, and Santa Fe. All backed by Hyundai Assurance and America's Best Warranty. 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Go to DaveHallmanHyundai.com. All prices plus tax, title, and fee. $650 acquisition fee included. No security deposit required. Lease for 36 months with 10,000 miles per year. Must qualify for lease or 0% offers through Hyundai Motor Finance. Offer expires 10/31/19.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertising. This ad is sponsored by Case Legal Media. Attention! This is an important message for anyone that has been diagnosed with cancer after being exposed to Roundup or other weed killers. The Internal Agency for Research on Cancer warned that overexposure to Roundup and other weed killers may increase the risk of developing non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Monsanto, the manufacturer of Roundup, may have known that Roundup and other weed killers were likely linked to organ damage and cancer. This information was hidden from the public as proprietary trade secret since 1981, and Monsanto may have failed to warn of the potential risk of cancer. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with cancer after being exposed to Roundup or other weed killers, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Call us now at 800-488-5471. Our network of attorneys are ready to fight for you. You'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor. Call now for a free consultation at 800-488-5471. You must protect your legal rights. Call 800-488-5471. Again, 800-488-5471.
Mark your calendars for the Erie Downtown Fall Fest, presented by the Oasis Market, Palace Center, Boston Store, and Erie Downtown Partnership. On Sunday, October 20th, from noon until 4, State Street between 7th and 10th Streets will come alive with the farmers market, free kids activities, and more. Kids can participate in a costume parade, street and treat candy walk, and scary stories at the Palace Center. Shop handmade crafts at the Boston Store Makers Market. The Downtown Fall Fest, Sunday, October 20th, from noon until 4 in downtown Erie.
October is a great time to buy or lease a new vehicle here at Hume's Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram. The 2020s are here and more arriving daily, so all 19s gotta go now. Hume's is discounting Ram 1500s up to $14,000 and lease a 2019 Ram 1500 Quad Cab 4x4 for only $198 a month. That's right, only $198 a month. Ram 1500 Bighorns for only $239 a month. And Hume's has Jeep Cherokees, Compass, and Renegade, all with lease specials for under $200 a month. So don't miss out. Get to Hume's today. Get great deals like these, plus you can always count on our Hume's 73-year history of proven quality service, including a complimentary service loaner. Only 9 miles south, Mill Creek Mall and Peach Street in Waterford.
PHX and plates excluded. 42 months, 35,000-mile lease. Total due $28.90. Includes first month's payment. No security required. Includes all factory incentives, lease loyalty, and military. 0% financing in lieu of factory rebates based on approved credit.
689. Erie's home for sports. CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
He's Bill Ryder, and people can't stop listening.
Mr. Ryder, I love the show. I just want to say thank you for being on the radio. You're one of the smartest guys doing it, and I love listening to you.
Hey, appreciate you, man. I want to say you got an awesome show. Listen to you every day. I love your show. It's my favorite CBS sports show, and I just love it.
It's Ryder Than You with Bill Ryder.
All right, welcome back into the show. Bill Ryder with you. Thank you for being here. And the man that won $150,000 last week joins us again, Kevin Todd, the president and CEO of thesportsbrokers.com. You can reach him at 888-320-7517. That's 888-320-7517. Follow him on Twitter at Kevin Todd Sports, where he posts his Thursday night bets. Kevin, you've been killing it, dude, on Thursday Monday Night Football games. How's have you spent that $150,000 yet? Or you invested in it? What's going on?
Well, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm actually taking another $100,000 from the money that I won on New England last week, and I'm putting it on tonight's game. I reached out to the same sources, Bill, that gave me New England last week that won by 3 touchdowns. They gave me some great information on this game tonight, Kansas City at Denver, and I'm telling you right now, the public is confused. They don't know what to do after last week when they came in 11 dogs and 6 of them went outright on Sunday. The public has no idea, but let me tell you, Bill, I know who's winning this game. I'm putting $100,000 on it, and I'm telling you, folks, if you're out there, you dial 888-320-7517. That's 888-320-7517. I'm going to give you the game tonight absolutely free. I am so confident that I am going to win this game. If I lose this game, Bill, I'm giving them the season free. Plus, I'm putting $100,000 my own hard-earned money. And it goes on my Twitter, at Kevin Todd Sports, right after kickoff. Do not attempt to play this game, folks. You're going to lose.
I did last week. I saw your bet after kickoff. I'm like, God, that's so much money. And you absolutely crushed it. So, all right, you also had a really good week last week in the 3 picks you gave us on the air. Give us 3 more winners this week.
Well, for my first game, I'm going to go right to the MAC. And I like Central Michigan here, minus the 11 on the road at Bowling Green. I don't know if you remember last week, Bill, but Bowling Green was one of the biggest dogs in college football history in over 15 years. They were 27.5-point dogs. They won the game outright at home over Toledo. Now they're playing Central Michigan at home, and the odds makers they're giving them no respect, still making them a double-digit dog at home, and I love this game. I like Central Michigan here because of the fact, the letdown situation here for Bowling Green. Lay the 11 with Central Michigan.
I love it, dude. I love it. All right, so what else you got for us?
My second pick, Bill, college football. Florida State travels to Wake Forest. It's been since 2009, Bill, that Florida State, or I should say Wake Forest, is a favorite over Florida State. And they were a 5.5-point favorite, and they lost the game back then, 41-28. The last 7 times they've played, Florida State has beaten them by an average of 28 points. Plus the fact that the common opponent that they played, Florida State played Louisville on the road, beat them by I think 8 or 9. Wake Forest played Louisville at home. They lost by 3, but the score really doesn't show how bad they got dominated. The fact that Wake Forest is 5-1, Florida State is 3-3, and the line's only 1.5. I'm taking Florida State here, Bill, plus the 1.5 to keep the streak alive.
I love Florida. I mean, I know Florida State's been a mess this year, but clearly more talent on that roster, even if it hasn't come to fruition than Wake Forest. All right, 2 winners. All right, give me a third. I need these are big because I need the help, Kevin. I need some. You need to put me in the right direction.
I'm going to help you, and I'm going to give you an NFL game. But like I said, folks, tonight, do not attempt to play this game on your own. You're going to lose. I am placing $100,000 on this game. You can see the ticket at my Twitter account, at Kevin Todd Sports. You can call me right now, 888-320-7517. That's 888-320-7517. You're going to get this game tonight. The game is Kansas City at Denver. The same sources who gave me New England on Monday when I cashed $150,000 came back to me today and said the information on this game is even better than the New England game on Monday. I'm telling you, folks, you have nothing to lose. 888-320-7517. Tonight's game free. If I lose, the season is free on me. Plus, I'm putting my money where my mouth is, $100,000 on this game. For my last game, Bill, Baltimore travels to Seattle. I know Seattle's having a great year. Russell Wilson is playing great. But I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens here plus the 3.5. You know, I went back and I looked. The last 12 times Baltimore has played Cincinnati, the game after Cincinnati, they're 10-2 against the spread the last 12 times. Seattle, 1-5-2 against the spread versus the AFC North.
It's time for Erie Otters hockey on WRIE Erie. CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260 is proud to be the new home of Erie Otters hockey. Now let's go live and join the voice of the Erie Otters, Aaron Cooney.
Saturday nights are for the Erie Otters, as after a loss on Friday at the Erie Insurance Arena to the Hamilton Bulldogs, and Arthur Kaliev, an LA Kings second-round pick who scored 4 goals to down the Otters 4-1. The Otters will rebound, turning that 4-1 around the other way and defeating the 2019 Ontario Hockey League champion Guelph Storm. Erie opening the scoring in the first period. Austin Swankler with his first of 2 at 14:26. Give the Otters an early 1-0 lead in this hockey game. But into the second, the Storm are going to tie things up as 21s are going off here on this Saturday night at the Erie Insurance Arena. As Ty Collins on the board with his first of the season for the Storm. We are tied at 1, but 40 seconds later, it's 21 again. This time, Austin Swankler comes up once again for the Erie Otters. His first 2-goal game in the Ontario Hockey League, and the Otters back on top by 1. It's 2-1 through 40 minutes into the third period, and the Otters going to add some insurance. Emmett Sproul at 4:47. And then 3 minutes and 10 seconds later, his line mate Chad Yetman on the board as Erie downs the Guelph Storm 4-1, rebounding from Friday night, and a big Saturday performance for the Erie Otters as they go 3-2 in the 5 games on home ice. Now 5-4 on the season as they currently sit third in the Midwest Division in a tie for 6th place in the Western Conference. Not a whole lot of room in the Western Conference here. We haven't really separated, as just 3 points separate the Erie Otters from first place in the conference. That's led by the Saginaw Spirit. And atop the division, the Owen Sound Attack with 13 points as well. Tonight, rivalries continue as the Erie Otters make their first trip into the Meridian Center and take on the Niagara IceDogs. The IceDogs here in St. Catharines, Ontario. Well, an example last year of going for it and things just not going your way. The Niagara IceDogs loading up on the season, and their run for a first championship in their team history would fall short in the second round in a 6-game series loss to the Oshawa Generals, the team that they traded and made deadline deals with, adding Matt Brassard and company. Well, the IceDogs fall short, and now they're on their way to rebuild mode very soon. Otters, IceDogs, that's on your way next. I'm Aaron Cooney. This is the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show. We'll get you set for the action, and we'll also chat with Matthew McDougall as the Otters getting healthy. We'll hear from him coming up. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Cloud9 One Bar and Restaurant invites you to our weekly Sunday brunch from 11 to 2. Choose from over 20 different items, including our custom-made crepes, omelets, our carving station, and much, much more. And for a quick, affordable lunch, it's Cloud9 for lunch ideas that are extraordinary. Cloud9 is open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Come relax with a fine wine, craft beer, or mixed drink, and find out more at cloud9erie.com. Cloud9 One Bar and Restaurant, 10th and French, wine, food, friends.
Together, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield and AHN St. Vincent Hospital are collaborating for cancer breakthroughs. We're sharing insights to help improve treatment times and results for you and your loved ones. For certain types of cancer, radiation treatment times have been cut in half and achieved the same level of success, exposing patients to less radiation and giving them a chance at a quicker recovery. Highmark and AHN St. Vincent. Together for health, together for you. Visit togetherforerie.com to learn more.
Over the years, technology has greatly improved the productivity of the business office. From faxes and copiers to multifunction printers, now we just don't know how to get things done without them. That means you need a reliable printer copier and a dependable service plan. That's why you should trust Cooper Business Machines. They are Erie's only authorized dealer for sharp document systems. And most importantly, they'll maintain your machine so that it continues to, well, work. Just like your car, it needs regular maintenance and parts need to be replaced regularly. If your copier isn't properly maintained or you're not getting toner in a timely fashion, then you've been reminded of what it's like to work in the dark ages. Don't wait any longer. Your business requires dependability. Shouldn't you expect the same? Cooper Business Machines, Erie's only authorized sharp dealer and service provider, helping you get back to business since 1980. Online at cooperbusinessmachines.com or call 456-7585. The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show. I'm Aaron Cooney. Otters and IceDogs set for this evening. with the Otters' first trip into the Meridian Center on the year. Last year, the IceDogs won the season series 4-2, but these pesky Erie Otters downing this IceDogs squad midway through the year when they were in the CHL top 10. Otters did pretty well, held their own against the IceDogs, and then just got caught in a couple situations playing them towards the end of the 3-3 and stuff like that. Like, it seemed like Erie's schedule just kind of went the second half of the year with travel and, well, just lots of hockey jammed into those last couple of months. It's like that again this year. Really no help from the schedule makers this season for the Erie Otters. It's their second 3-3 on the season, second of 8 that Erie has, as they'll start things off tonight. Tomorrow they'll play the Guelph Storm again at the Sleeman Center at 7:30, and then the next day, Saturday, back to the Erie Insurance Arena to host the Mississauga Steelheads at 7 o'clock. Let's look at tonight's lineups, as the Otters will be going to Daniel Murphy, 1-4 on the year, 3.64 goals against average and an .890 save percentage. Sorry, that is my own awful penmanship that I misread that one. .890 save percentage for Daniel Murphy. As the Erie Otters mentioned in the tease, getting healthy. Here are scratches for tonight. Number 2, Brendan Kishnick. Number 13, Elias Cohen. Number 25, Marcus Gillard. Kishnick is still out with a lower body injury. Elias Cohen is a healthy scratch. And Marcus Gillard, he is out months at a time. He just had surgery, and with his injury, looking to return back as soon as he can. But he's out for a lengthy period of time for the Erie Otters. But that does mean there's a healthy scratch. That means there's an extra body. That means there's a healthy extra body, as Matthew McDougall will make his season debut tonight for the Otters. Returning after a lower body injury, missed the first 9 games for the Erie Otters. He's going to play on the left wing with Austin Swankler and Maxim Golod. Played 69 games last year, scored 16 goals, recorded 36 points. After the trade, coming over from the Windsor Spitfires near the deadline, McDougall makes his season debut tonight for Erie. Across the ice, for the Niagara IceDogs, 3-3-2-0, 9 points. They sit third in the Central Division, 6th in the Eastern Conference, and they're going with, well, 2 youngster goaltenders on their roster, as Stephen Dillon, who's been a mainstay on this squad for 5 years. He has graduated out, aged out, after his overage season last year, and the net belongs to the youngsters. Christian Spralia is going to back up Tucker Tynan. Gets the start. He's appeared in 8 of 9 games that the IceDogs have played this year. 3-2-2-1 his record, a 3.25 goals against average, and a league-leading .929 save percentage for the 17-year-old from Chicago, Illinois. Scratches for the IceDogs include number 3, Anthony Agostinelli. Number 9, Ivan Lodnia, who was oddly returned to junior hockey for an overage year from the Iowa Wild, returned by the Minnesota Wild organization. He is out of the lineup tonight. That transaction transpired, and the news broke on Sunday. Lodnia out of the lineup tonight. Cameron Snow, also a scratch tonight. And number 28, Andrew Bruder, the other scratch for the IceDogs. Erie's been working to start off these weeks better. The first game or so has not gone the way, including their habits the Erie Otters have looked for. This is something Erie's trying to correct, as the Otters are 4-0 on Saturday nights. And aside from a win, their home opener Friday night at the Erie Insurance Arena back on September 20th, the rest of the week has not gone well for the Erie Otters. They'll look to rebound that with a big start today, Thursday night, taking on the Niagara IceDogs. Matthew McDougall's back in the lineup for Erie. I caught up with him pregame. We're going to chat with McDougall next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Picking one thing over the other can be hard.
Toast or avocado toast?
Ooh, 4 or 5-inch heels.
But with pick games from the Pennsylvania Lottery, drawn twice daily, picking's as easy as 2, 3, 4, or 5. Plus, add Wild Ball to any pick game for even more chances to win. It's simple.
Hey, what'll it be? Give me a pick 2, please. Oh, and add Wild Ball. I'm feeling pretty lucky.
Play pick games today from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Life can get busy with work and taking care of family. Sometimes we put off college or continuing education because it's too far away, too expensive, or just not the right time. But now it's your time, right here, close to home. Northern Pennsylvania Regional College reduces the barriers that prevent you from going to a traditional college and offers a new 2-year college option in Northern PA. Associate degrees and workforce development training provide new possibilities through evening classes. With many classroom locations and community partnerships, the education is brought to you. NPRC. Affordable, accessible. This could change everything.
Interstate Mitsubishi has been ranked #1 in sales satisfaction in the U.S. for 2 years in a row. Customers are our priority, and no one can compare in price. Right now, you can own a 2019 7-passenger Outlander for only $20,988. That's only $269 a month. That's right, own it for only $269 a month. And you're covered with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Interstate is the place to go. Mitsubishi's the car to buy. We make it easy, only at Interstate Mitsubishi.
Exclusions apply. See dealer for details. Offer excludes tax, title, and dealer fees.
The Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the award-winning Bayfront Grill or the brand-new Shoreline Grill, located just minutes away from all the action. Let them help you fuel up for the high-energy game with their extensive menus and craft brew selections. You ought to be dining with the best. The Sheraton Erie Bayfront Grill and Courtyard by Marriott.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show. Aaron Cooney here, joined at the time by Erie Otters forward Matthew McDougall. And Matthew, back in the lineup here tonight, but what's it been like, I guess, trying to get back into game shape for the last couple, missing the first 9 games, but trying to stay in game shape and prepare for tonight?
Obviously, it's a little difficult, and being out that long and then coming back takes a lot of skating. So last week was a little difficult, but obviously I'm excited to be back in the lineup tonight.
Is there a difference? You notice anything differently when you're watching a game? You don't want to be the press box or upstairs or anything watching, but do you see the game differently in areas to improve, to maybe secrets to give to the team that you're seeing on the ice to kind of still stay involved and stay engaged in the game?
Yeah, obviously I feel like there's a huge difference watching from upstairs. You kind of see every little mistake, and it's not that noticeable once you're playing because you're in the action. But when you're sitting there and watching, I don't know, it's that much more noticeable to you. So obviously I think from watching all those games, I can see where we have to make sure we don't make those same mistakes. So I think it's helped out a little bit. Obviously not something I wanted to do, but I think it'll help out for sure.
So what do you think of this team so far in the first 9 games? What have you guys come out here and done throughout the first 9, 5-4? Pretty much even 500, but executing what the game plan was start of the season and through training camp.
I think we got a really good team right now. I think we've been just a little inconsistent, but obviously on nights where we haven't shown up, we've always been able to come back tonight and have a really good bounce back. But I think with a good team, we have to be that much more consistent. So being able to go into weekends and that first game of the weekend, being able to play as best as we can. So I think that's what we have to do this weekend, 3-3. So started off strong tonight.
Now there's a group of 13 forwards. Now that you're all healthy, somebody's got to sit. So there's this rotation. Is there a lot more competition between the group of you guys together, knowing kind of what's at hand, knowing there's also going to be some rest involved with 3-3 situation like this week, but for you guys to go out and perform, do you feel just that much more competition?
Yeah, there's obviously a little bit more competition, and that's always a good thing. When you're in practice, it brings out the best of everyone and pushes everyone to be better. So I think it helps us. It's not a bad thing, and obviously every team's going to have that. So it's in the long run, I think it's something that's good for us.
Niagara was one of the best teams in the league last year, fell short in the postseason, but with that, you guys coming over to Erie, you kind of saw them through the second half when they were one of the better teams. This is Erie's closest team to them in terms of proximity. There's that rivalry there. Do you feel it with these guys, and does this locker room want to get out there and take it to them now that you guys are one of the older teams compared to where they're at right now?
Yeah, definitely. They're the closest team to us, like you said, so I think just because of that, we have a little bit of a rival with them. So they are a good team last year, and I think they had our numbers, so obviously we want to come in and start the season off 1-0 against them.
Matthew, thanks for this, and have fun here tonight getting out there for game number 1.
Awesome, thank you.
That's Matthew McDougall for the Erie Otters. Face-Off is next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Together, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield and AHN St. Vincent Hospital connect care managers and personal doctors to simplify your care and give you peace of mind. We're teaming up to make sure members with complex health conditions like diabetes and heart disease have a dedicated care manager working with their doctors to make sure they get the right care in the right place at the right time. Highmark and AHN St. Vincent, together for health, together for you. Visit togetherforerie.com to learn more.
Welcome to Tim Hortons.
I'll take a coffee and...
How about a bagel breakfast sandwich? They're just 2 for $4.
Oh, I like that.
Freshly prepared with savory sausage, fluffy egg, and melted cheese on a freshly baked bagel. Just 2 for $4.
I like that. I just fist bumped your speaker.
Oh, I just fist bumped you back.
Get 2 sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwiches on a plain bagel or English muffin for just $4. Or mix and match for $4. Great quality at a great value. It's all good at Tim Hortons. No substitutions or additions, limited time only at participating restaurants.
Hi, welcome to Great Clips. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. What was that?
Oh, sorry. That's a bit of a 4-letter word around here.
What, good?
Yeah, the one that starts with G, rhymes with wood. It interferes with our focus on being great, so we just bleep it.
From saving your haircut details in clip notes to saving you time with online check-in, choosing Great Clips means never settling for good enough. Again, download our online check-in app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Hi, this is Ed Rendell. I've got to admit that I was sort of a dinosaur when it came to using social media. But my son found Epic Web Studios, and we began working with them. And they've done an incredible job with us. They've significantly increased our followers on Twitter and Facebook. They make sure that we put up the right things. They capture every good thing that I've said or done on TV and get it out real quickly. And it's been just a revelation to me, and they've been tremendous to work with.
Don't be a dinosaur. Call or text Epic Web Studios at 814-746-6987.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the Meridian Center. Otters and IceDogs, we're getting set. Well, we still got anthems to hit, so we're going to enjoy those here coming up in just a minute. But for the first time this season, we got IceDogs and Otters, the proximity rivalry. Closest team to the Erie Otters, and the shortest drive for us, about 2 hours and 2.5 hours, 2:15, 2.5. But it's set for the first time this year. And we're going to head to the anthems now. I'll catch you on the other side of that. Catch you on the flip side for face-off.
Also from Harriet Tubman Public School. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside the Meridian Center, where tonight the Ontario Hockey League presents the Erie Otters visiting the Niagara IceDogs. Hello again, everybody. I'm Aaron Cooney. Welcome you into the broadcast and into St. Catharines, Ontario, for the Otters' first meeting with the IceDogs this year. Niagara took 4 of the 6 games last year, and that juggernaut of a team that, fell short of their intended goal, a second-round exit last year in the postseason to the Oshawa Generals in 6 games. And now, after that window is kind of closed, they're looking for what the next one will be. They still return a formidable lineup with the likes of Philip Tomasino, Akil Thomas, Kian Sopa, you name it, there's still a group there. Youngsters on the back end, youngsters in net. The Erie Otters, they looking to be that up-and-coming squad. As Daniel Murphy hits the net for Erie, 1-4 on the year, a 3.64 goals against average and an .890 save percentage. Tucker Tynan, first-year netminder out of Chicago, Illinois, 3-2-2-1 on the season, a 3.25 goals against average and a league-leading .929 save percentage. We'll get the net for the IceDogs as we are underway. And it's sent down to Erie Ice in the near side corner as Curtis Henry goes crashing in. Castleman's going to pick that one up. Dish to the circle. Bounced around a bit off his skate. Trying to get it towards the goal was Uberti. Cannot do so as one of the Otters goes down. That's Henry. Gets back up and corrals the puck. On from his own corner. Here's Erie trying to stretch things out ahead. As Noah Sador on for Daniel Singer collides with the man on the near side corner boards. They both collide down towards the wall. As Erie trying to hold in from the point, can't do so. Headman play, look out. Here's Tomasino with a man in front, sliding down his Golden to take away that passing lane. As Erie cannot clear, shot from the point wide. Now Elijah Roberts left side, tucks it down the wall. There's Philip Tomasino, their leading scorer. As his pass on towards the front, a streaking Jake Uberti, picked off by Singer and cleared down the ice. Minute into this hockey game, scoreless here. As Drysdale steps on and takes the biscuit away from Doherty. Moves it up the wall. Erie Otters, look out, they cough it up right in front of their own net, and Sopa, one hand on the stick, whacks it just wide. Sproul sent it to the middle of the ice and almost cost the Erie Otters here just a minute in. Here's Jack Duff pushing the puck ahead. Penalty coming up to the Erie Otters. And the whistle will sound as Erie played it up that far side wall. And Hayden Fowler, who pleads his case on his way to the bench, is the guilty party for tripping. Quincy Evans makes the call. And the draw stays inside Erie territory to the left of Daniel Murphy as they hammered off the far wall. Can't clear. Roberts holds in from the right side. Dishes to his right. Akil Thomas cross ice. Rather one-time try from Tomasino. Flipped up on him. The pass gone through, but the shot fluttered towards the net, blocked, and Erie clears it. Here's Tomasino. He's got 7 power play assists on the season so far. That goes along with his 18 points. Sopa, 7 goals on the year. Dishes for Roberts, and he's forced out to center ice by Daniel D'Amato. And they'll go and reset from their own end. Power play 4th in the league for the IceDogs at 30.3%. Tomasino lugs this ahead and across the Erie line. Look out, they get loose and on goal and missing. Getting a piece of it. Murphy on the far side, but Thomas couldn't bury it as they broke through the Otters line. And the Erie Otters will, from the left side, Brent Selin out ahead and just drifts it across the line as the IceDogs once again reset. Tomasino trying to work it in once more. As he gives right, that pass is picked off by the Otters. Nice play by Henry and then drilled down the ice by Hoffman. Hoffman giving chase now as he works on Jonah DeSimone on the near side wall. 2.5 off the game clock as we're down to 45 seconds left on the power play as Murphy steers one behind his net for Drysdale. Flips it around the wall, not out. Held in by Enright. Then Hunter, then left side. Shot from the circle is stopped by Murphy as digging away back behind the Erie net was Uberti. Comes loose to the wall. Cleared down by Hoffman. Final 23 seconds left on the power play. Erie's PK leads the league first at 86.7%. As working it on in right wing side, that one off the curved glass at the Otters bench for the chip and chase play, and the whistle sounds. Face-off comes outside of Erie territory. with 16:54 to play in the first.
Everyone here tonight can redeem tonight's ticket stub for free shrimp crackers tomorrow, courtesy of Spicy Thai, serving hot and fresh Thai cuisine.
And the Otters clear down the ice to start. Fowler out in 8 seconds. Nice play by Sproul to get the puck away, and he's hit by Howard on the near side in Niagara territory. But it does kill some precious clock as Fowler steps out. Erie gets their line out there. Yetman, Sproul, and Fowler. Shot from the point, kicked out by Murphy. Just past the stick of Dakota Betts for that rebound try. Erie gets there first, and they'll chop it into the zone. On to the far side corner. Moved here by Howard. Yetman gathers there to the point. Shot coming from Henry and stopped by Tynan for his first action of this hockey game. He makes the stop. Shots 4-1. A little over 3 minutes into this hockey game.
Tweet your seat location for a chance to be on the video board and see Big Marco's delivery of the game. Take at OHL IceDogs and at Big Marco's Pizza to win a large pizza.
Erie holds from the point. Here's Jake Golden. Trickles down the right wing side. Golden wheels in behind the net. Drops it off in front, looking for Maxim Golod. Just couldn't connect. IceDogs got a stick on that. Erie does hold in from the point as Elijah Roberts. He's hit on the far board, smashed to the glass by Mac Dougal, who's back in the lineup. Missed the first 9 games with a lower body injury as the IceDogs clear to center ice. Mac Dougal again on the hunt for this biscuit. Out here with Golod and Swankler. And it's Maxim Golod charging ahead. Streaks in left wing side, cuts across the ice now, plays it off a body, and it's scooped up by Tyne, and he holds on with that bobbling puck towards his net, and he'll gain a whistle. 15:42 to go, first period. Golod in this building, 3 goals in 4 games, including a 2-goal performance last year in his only time out in the Meridian Center. And coming off a 2-goal game as well was Austin Swankler on Saturday night against the Guelph Storm as Erie wins his face-off back to the point, drives on for Duff, shot goes wide. Lockhart chases back behind the goal after it. Tomato's going to chop this one away as he digs away against Landon Cato. Cato coughs it up to Selin. Selin trying to direct it towards the middle of the ice. Intercepted, and off go the IceDogs through center. Uberti gives off right wing side, and Erie quickly tucks that one on ahead. And Tomato, that was close to looking like a sleuth, but he got the leg in behind Cato, but nothing on the way. Chopping back and forth in front of the Erie bench. Finally skied into Erie ice where it's knocked down by Selin. He finds Drysdale on the right side, and he'll lug the puck ahead. Now takes off through center ice. Slips it onto the left wing side and into the corner, and he battles with Cato now. Leaves it for Lockhart to grab. The Otters' first round picks in the last 2 years in on the forecheck. Drysdale backs off as the IceDogs grab the handle, and here's Uberti out to center ice. He'll find Castleman, left side, trying to give in front. It's going to be picked up by Tomasino at the left wing circle. Man just gone is Simone. He can't get it on goal. Hit his own man, Castleman. That's followed up. Sopa turns, fires, and scores. Kian Sopa with his 8th of the season. Finding that loose puck in the middle of the Otters zone and just swung it towards the net. Just kind of fooled everybody on that play. And the IceDogs lead 1-0. Waiting for a, let's see here, discussion. As Quincy Evans is over here near the penalty box. Our other official, Tom Sweeney, is at the faceoff down at center ice, but they're saying the play is under review. Now, I wonder if it was offside. On the play in the entry from the left wing side, Castleman was coming in from the left wing with possession of the puck. But Tomasino, they do this all the time, try to cheat up the ice a little bit as he was trying to get a step. Tomasino trying to bring that net front drive right off the bat from the middle of the ice at the blue line. Was he a little early coming across before Castleman brought the puck in? I don't know if we're going to get, we are going to get a look at it. So here's the play. Castleman Ooh, that is really tight, but I think we're good. And you get a point at center ice. It is a good goal, but that was really close. With Thomas, you can hear the gasp here in the Meridian Center. You kind of wondered what was this. Let's look out. The Otters play it to the front, right at the side of the cage. Murphy moved it off the leg of his own defender, and it skipped right to the front of the net, but he quickly got back to cover up. Boy, that could have been a disaster for the Erie Otters on some bad pinball in their own end. The goal comes at 5:21. And the Otters will reset. Look to get back. Play the other side. It's chopped right back into Erie ice. And now grabbed by Curtis Henry. The Otters trying to exit their zone. They lose the puck once more. Here comes Thomas. Moves in for the backhand. Erie hauls him down. Penalty coming up. But the Otters have got to get better with the puck in this start. Fowler's going to the box once more. A slashing call. As he takes down Akil Thomas on the drive to the net. But Erie, again, these are self-inflicted wounds. Caught the puck up in your own end. And the Otters are shorthanded for a second time in the first period. Roberts has it at the point. Comes towards me along the line. Shoots one low towards the net. And that one didn't make it on goal. Sopa and Castleman in front. Sopa with it now. He's the goal scorer already. Tomasino left wing circle. Out towards the blue line. Erie got a piece of it, but cannot clear. Tomasino curls along the line. As he looks right from the center point area, he finds Thomas in the right corner. Into the slot, Sopa trying to go to Roberts. The Otters poking around him, and they have a chance short-handed here as D'Amato, goal on ahead. Reaching D'Amato, gets it towards the goal, and Tynan says no. And battle in the far side corner. Squirts loose and taking off Elijah Roberts. On from center, almost dropped that one off for goal. He would have been a clean-cut breakaway. He's going to head off now as the Otters do pick off a pass and clear. 1:10 left on the power play. Tomasino into the zone. Hands off right side. Shot coming. Save made. Murphy. And the rebound guides onto the wall. Castleman after it. He finds Thomas in the right corner. And they reset now. Looking for Roberts at the point. Holds. Fires one. That one blocked in front. And the puck ends up back behind the Otters net. Beamish battles there against Uberti. Swooping in is Selin. Gets a piece of it. And he's going to drill it down ice and make sure it gets down on the snap with 42 seconds left on the slashing minor to Fowler. They leave it for the Blue Liners, finishing up the change. Second unit on here for the IceDogs. Down to half a minute on the power play. Rattled off the glass and in. Settles in the far corner. Yetman first man to it for Erie. Bouncing at the circles. Hoffman and then Drysdale, and he skips it back down the other way. Tied in the goaltender will slow it down and leave it there. Shots 6-3 in favor of the IceDogs. Here we're not even halfway through the first period, and the IceDogs lead 1-0. Back to the Otters ice and volleyed again down by Drysdale. Erie will pick it up from their own line as it's whacked back to Erie ice. Penalty is over. Otters reset. Nicely touched in by Yetman. Foot race to the puck is Sproul. Going to get there first behind the net. Fowler out of the box now. Chases at the far corner. As the handle comes up towards the blue line. Looks for a passing option. It's Sproul. Gives the Golden. Fires one towards the goal and just missed on the short side. Cameron Morton holds in. As Fowler lets it slide through looking for Yetman. And he grabbed by the IceDogs instead as Hunter. One touched on for G. Simone. And he skates it out to center ice. He's crunched by two Erie Otters as he does snap the puck into the Otters' end. 1-0 IceDogs. Erie lugs it ahead. It's Jake Golden from the right side and rattles it off a body. That hit Howard, or Homestead, the linesman, is paying for that. Is Golden as he was hit hard along the near wall by Mason Howard. Puck loose to center ice. Whacked in by Beamish. Otters reset. Tynan slows it down behind the net. Cato lost it to MacDougall behind the goal. Here comes Matthew MacDougall charging back behind the net. Looking for Maxim Goal on the near side. Stepped in front of him was Betts, and that's a 77 in white counterpart as Erie leaves it out to center ice. Howard takes it there. Shoulder coming from Swankler. The shot does end up in Erie territory, however, on the dump in. Quickly moved out by Henry. Headman play intended for MacDougall, and that results in an icing call. With 10:52 to play first period, IceDogs lead the Otters 1-0. Kian Sopa's 8th of the season, leads his team. Well, he was goalless in his last two. He's on the board early, 5:21 in, 1-0 Niagara. Draws to the left of Daniel Murphy. But Erie is looking to find a solution to these slow starts, especially slow starts in the week. They've only really won on Saturday nights, aside from the home opener Friday, September 20th at the Erie Insurance Arena in a 5-2 victory over the Sudbury Wolves. They need a 4-goal third to win that one, and a come-from-behind effort as another icing call to the Otters. We'll bring this back into Erie territory, but outside of that victory over Sudbury on a Friday night, Erie's won 4 Saturday games, but they're dropping everything in between that. As the Otters look to get their habits right into this week, and another 3-3. There's 6 more of these 3-3 situations on the way in the schedule for the Otters. On a Thursday night here in Niagara, starts number 2. They win the draw. Roberts gives it towards the net. Sticked away out into the netting by Murphy, and a whistle again for a face-off coming up now to Murphy's right. And I tell you what, the guy that's kind of been punished by that is Daniel Murphy. Aiden Campbell, he started every Saturday night, and he's won every Saturday night with the Erie Otters. Daniel Murphy, he's had some good games during the week, but the Otters have not been able to complete everything else around him. And they round out 60 minutes. Erie whacks it out to center ice. It settles at the Erie line, drifts back in. D'Amato takes the handle, and the Otters on the breakout move it left wing side. Selin drops it in. Lockhart chases after it against Elijah Roberts back behind the goal. They battle. 2 Otters get there. Roberts escapes that as he wheels onto the far corner. Pivots once more, and it's angled up the near side wall. Here's Castleman on towards center ice. They overskate. D'Amato picks it up. In flight, comes right back in on the reset. Here's Selin. Backhand try. Sticked away by Tynan. And now Uberti on out to center. Ahead for Tomasino. Trying to get around the D. He's D'd up nicely by Drysdale. Trips him up. Nothing called. He went right to the guilty look. Like, I didn't do anything. Arms are up. And he's going to get the beneficiary of that one because Erie's probably getting the next one. Selin comes back in right side. Drysdale tries the lane here. It's played on to the near side corner off the skate of Drysdale. Yetman follows up. He'll find it behind the net. Whacks it in front. Open Fowler rips it off the crossbar. Almost tied this game up. He was wide open at the left wing circle. And the Otters bring it back in. Penalty on the way as Sproles hauled down coming across the line. Fowler just drops it off. Thomas picks it up. Erie has their first power play chance. 9:24 remains in the first period. 1-0 IceDogs, but a chance to tie with the man advantage.
102 immediately. Fans at this time, the Niagara IceDogs would like to welcome the following groups to the Meridian Center for tonight's game. As always, we want to know which group is
real food, real beer, real historic atmosphere. That's what you'll find at the brewery at Union Station. Erie's original brew pub and restaurant located downtown at 123 West 14th Street. That's the brewery. Proud sponsor of the Erie Otters.
Erie Incumbent Public School, St. Patrick Catholic School, the Curtis Henry Fan Club.
Hey, the Curtis Henry Fan Club's in attendance tonight. Love it. There is that connection here with the Niagara, St. Catharines region. Marcus Gillard from this area as well, out of the lineup tonight, but Curtis Henry is a Niagara Falls guy. Noah Sidor played with Ridley College. It's in this neighborhood too as well. And you can't forget about Daniel Singer, local boy, St. Catharines, Ontario, the Erie Otters overage winger. So, and you can't forget Otters assistant coach Wes Wolf, also from the area. Here are the Otters on the power play. Swankler one-timer. No dice. It was kicked out by Tynan and a good stop. Erie sets once more. It's Drysdale center point. Goal on left side. Spins around at the left wing circle. Drysdale now to Swankler on the right side. Center point again. It's Drysdale. Goal line. Couldn't receive the handle. Erie's going to reset once more up top. Drysdale. Goal line, left circle, twirls again. Erie looking to move it right. Drysdale holds now, gives left, and a shot coming. Stick save made, whacked into midair on the rebound, and out to center ice on the clear by Howard. Drysdale resets, tucked into the zone by Swankler right side. Here's Maxim Golan, wheels in behind the net. Maxim Golan carries all the way to the far boards. Power play with 70 seconds left. Swankler, one-timer kicked out by Tynan. Erie just couldn't get that rebound, but they pulled in. Here's Golan. He'll let a slapper go. Deflected in by Yetman. Yetman ties the game on the power play as the Yetman play connects once again. It's 1-1. Power play goal. Well, it's something they've drawn up, have been working on all season. Yetman to the front of the net. It has to connect correctly as Yetman drifts in towards the net. Stick down. He just redirected past the left pad on the low slapper from Golod. And the Otters connect on it once again to tie this game up. 1-1 here from Niagara.
Erie power play goal. Scorer number 29, Chad Yetman. Assist number 77, Maxim Golod.
In a 1-1 hockey game, Erie's going to work it out left wing side. Headman rambling is Hoffman.
Golod and Drysdale. Time of the power play goal, 11:33.
Erie bounce one towards the net. That one's blockered away. And settles in the near side corner. Still battling along inside Niagara territory. As the Otters see it squirt loose out the center, then chopped back in once more. In the Erie territory now. Centering pass intended for Betts as the Otters see it come out to the point. Slapper is blocked. And back on down the other way we go. Loose out, neutral ice. Back in the Erie end of things. The pass will not go for the IceDogs as they flip it over to the far side. Reaching is Curtis Henry trying to clear. He'll sky this one high to the air and ends up in the Erie bench. 1-1, 7:10 to play, first period, as the Otters cash in on the power play. Face-off won by the Otters. They sent it out to center ice quickly and moved down right wing side. That was played by Brendan Stellan. Erie looking to track this one down on the near side corner. Forced ahead as the Otters. Sims is stepped into by Beamish. The puck ends up down towards Erie ice. Hoisted in offside, however, by Drew Hunter. And the Otters reset. Working out right wing. Backhanded ahead. Nicely fielded by D'Amato. Lets a wrist shot go as he comes across the line. It was blocked by Mason Howard. Loose in Niagara territory. Bouncing puck over the stick of Stellan. Played out ahead. Nice reach by Beamish to leave it out at center. Hunter is going to follow up. Rambles into the zone. Pass across is deflected and cleared by the Otters out to center ice. Brendan Stellan, last gasp in his shift. Gets it into the zone. His look out. It's coughed up. Swankler loose in front. Can't get a shot away. Hammered by Howard. Down to the ice he goes. And the puck still loose though. As Golod sandwiched on the near side. Drysdale got to hold in from the right side. Steps around Tomasino. Swankler follows back up. He popped right back up after that big collision. Run over by Mason Howard. Pushed out towards the blue line and out of the zone on the clear. McDougall able to recover and wants to wheel back in right side. Headman play to Golod. Right wing side. Goes between his legs. Backhand try is wide. Off the corner glass as the Otters ramble into the zone. Holding in. Crashing was Duff. This one is going to be skied out to center ice. Intended for Castleman. Back playing free safety is Drysdale. And he calls for the puck now. Gets it from Matthew McDougall. Carries it into the zone. One hand on the stick as he knifes it back behind the net. It's Drysdale. Leaves it to the corner. Twisting there is Maxim Golod. Fresh bodies coming on. Nice dish into the slot. Wrist shot deflected wide by Splankler. As Fowler now. He comes crashing into the far side corner boards. Elijah Roberts picks it up there. And here's Duff. He's going to lay a shoulder onto Uberti. And that's on down ice. Swankler will pick it up. Hands off to Fowler. Here's Duff. Headman play for Sproul. Roberts steps into it, but the Otters have it at center ice. Drysdale still out here now. Winds up. Fakes the slapper. Drops it off. Sproul moves in. Gives it Drysdale at the circle. Shoots one. Blocker save made by Tynan. Yetman has it once more. Yetman wheels behind the net. The near corner. Comes to me. Drops it off for Jake Golden. Wheels across the blue line. Left side. Puts it to the net. Ramp just wide by Fowler on the redirect. Yetman gathers in on the right side corner. He's hit by Akil Thomas. And the puck will roll to the far side corner. Played up. But Sproul holds it in momentarily. Battles with Thomas, and it's sent back to Erie ice. Headman play. Nice by Golden. Erie right back into the zone. Sproul right side. Twirls now at the circle. Open man is Golden in the slot. Wrist shot. And he hits Sopa with it. And off the near side while Doherty carries away. Doherty on the pass to Akil Thomas. It's poke check, but Thomas somehow gets it and fires one just wide. Doherty on the near corner now. With 4 minutes to go in a 1-1 hockey game. The Honors battling away. Here's Thomas. Comes up the near sidewall. Dishes to Howard. Watched by Sproul. Just drops it back in behind the Honors net. It is Hunter to hold in. Watched by the Erie Otters. Hayden Fowler chips it back towards the net. Glove down by Golden. Henry to the biscuit. Rattles it up the wall. It'll slide out. With 3:50 to go, Hunter's going to wheel it right back towards the Honors end of things. In left wing side. From the face-off circle, dish to Howard at the center point. Wrist shot coming. Hit lots of traffic in front. Where's the biscuit? It's into the end boards where it's cleared by Golden. Will it have enough for icing? It does. And the whistle will sound. Erie unable to change on this opportunity with the clear from behind their own red line. 3:35 left. Here in this first frame, we're all tied at 1. Yetman for the Otters, their leading goal scorer, is 9th. Sopa for the IceDogs is 8th to lead the team. Draws to the left of Murphy. One here by the IceDogs. Castleman's denied by Murphy. Uberti onto it. Leaves it near side corner and dropped once more behind the net by Tomasino. Erie reaches and pushes it up the right wing wall, or rather left wing wall, and out to center ice. It'll bounce around, and Daniel Singer gets it across the line, holds and fires one, and that one sails high off the end glass. Hoffman battles against Uberti. Erie provides a little interference and whacks the puck back in on that intercept as it trickles towards Tynan. Karaming off the near side corner boards. He'll just slow it down and smother it. Whistle coming up for a draw to his left. A good pace to this one. It was all IceDogs to start, as they had 6 of the first 9 shots on goal. Erie's answered back, a power play of their own. Now out shooting Niagara 11-9. And on this face-off, left of Tucker Tynan, Hoffman trickles off his stick to the near side corner, battles with Cato. Knocked down to the ice, gets back up. Pushing and shoving continues. Cato, Hoffman, and Theriault. But the IceDogs will whack this back up off the glass to center. And now rolling into Erie ice along the left wing side. Theriault on down for Betts. And in behind the net, working this puck, Jonah DeSimone up the wall. Trying to go right back to DeSimone. He's tied up by Cameron Morton. They turn one towards the goal as Thierret has it bounce off the end boards out in front. Erie can gather that in and played out to center by Brendan Hoffman. Hoffman works in right wing side. Fans on the play. Gets another try out of it. That one missed. They got a man open. It's Singer. Tries to get it to the net. Save made. Sidor in front. Can't get it to go. Turning, firing. Wrist shot from Singer is kicked out by Tynan. Erie generating opportunities and finding some spots, soft spots inside Niagara ice. As this one played back on the clear by Sopa to Erie ice. He puts a hip check into Jack Duff towards the end glass of the Otters end. And now the Otters gather this in. And it's Duff leading the march out ahead to center ice and into the offensive zone. Shoots one that sails wide. Hits the near side corner all the way back to Erie ice. This one's going to carry him. Drysdale there for Erie Thunder. 2 minutes to play here in the first. 1-1 hockey game. You know what else is picking up is the physicality. Usually does between these two groups. As D'Amato puts a body on the Hunter. Loose back into the near corner. Right in front of us here. Lockhart now trying to squirt it out for Selland. It was intercepted, and Jackson Doherty throws it back to Erie ice. Jake Golden on the hustle play. One hand on the stick. Right out. Tied up by Uberti in the near side corner. Thomas follows up. Wheels behind the net to the far corner. Twists away from Golden and ducks back behind the Erie goal, where he's D'd up by the Otters' Drysdale. Lockhart battling also. Slid to the point. Hunter has it for Niagara. Puts it off the leg of Selland. Drysdale's going to follow up on the near sidewall as he dishes off the backhand of Brendan Selland. Hunter takes over. Trickles at center ice. Drysdale, he's going to also pick it up. Backhanded on in. Final minute of play in a 1-1 first. Honors and IceDogs first time this season. Here's Hunter up and down the ice. This will go icing on the play. That was dangerously close. It hovered right around the top of the glass. Almost went out. With 46.9 seconds left. in this first frame. The Otters are looking to see everybody set up on the wrong side. Face-off is over to the right of Tynan. We had everybody but the linesman set up on the left side of Tynan. But here, we're good to go. Swankler steps in against Philip Tomasino, the first-round pick of the Nashville Predators, as the Otters take the biscuit away out of the corner. Golod trying to stick handle through some traffic. It deflected away and poked ahead to center ice. Down goes Tomasino. Puck is grabbed by Uberti. He flips it right to the glove of the Otters' Curtis Henry with a half a minute left. Here he angles us out to center ice. Elijah Roberts not fooled by the Golod twirl, but here's Yetman cruising back the other way. Yetman guides it on for Max Golod. Waits in front, looking for the redirect. Yetman had his stick lifted. Beamish keeps in. McDougall now to the point. Open, holding, firing, kick, save made on Henry. And the rebound. Erie couldn't gather it in time. It's clear to center. Thrown in offside by the Otters. Settled behind the net as Enright just holds. McDougall slides in, but time will wind down and end the first frame. It was all IceDogs to start, but Erie rebounding after giving up 6 of the first 9 shots on goal. Erie would take 11 of the next 14. 9 shots in favor of the Otters, but the score is even. 1-1 through 20 minutes of play. Coming up during the break, we will chat with head coach Chris Hartsburg of the Erie Otters. That's on the way next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Together, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield and AHN St. Vincent Hospital make it easier to get quality care by investing in new facilities close to home, like an enhanced emergency department, renovated operating suites, an all-new cancer center, and the Eastside Health and Wellness Pavilion opening in 2019. Highmark and AHN St. Vincent. Together for health. Together for you. Visit togetherforerie.com to learn more.
Picking one thing over the other can be hard.
Toast or avocado toast?
Ooh, 4 or 5-inch heels.
But with pick games from the Pennsylvania Lottery, drawn twice daily, picking's as easy as 2, 3, 4, or 5. Plus, add Wild Ball to any pick game for even more chances to win. It's simple.
Hey, what'll it be? Give me a pick 2, please. Oh, and add Wild Ball. I'm feeling pretty lucky.
Play pick games today from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Interstate Mitsubishi has been ranked number 1 in sales satisfaction in the U.S. for 2 years in a row. Customers are our priority, and no one can compare in price. Right now, you can own a 2019 7-passenger Outlander for only $20,988. That's only $269 a month. That's right, own it for only $269 a month. And you're covered with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Interstate is the place to go. Mitsubishi's the car to buy. We make it easy, only at Interstate Mitsubishi.
Exclusions apply. See dealer for details. Offer excludes tax, title, and dealer fees.
What's the difference between good and great? Good tells you why they're better. Great proves it every day. At Great Clips, greatness isn't just in our name, it's in everything we do. From our highly skilled stylists to saving your haircut details and clip notes to saving you time with online check-in. Getting your haircut at Great Clips means never having to settle for good enough again. And with over 4,000 salons across the U.S. and Canada, it's easy to find a Great Clips location near you. Download our online check-in app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
An Erie landmark since 1953, Nunzi's Place serves generous portions of great food at reasonable prices. Family owned for almost 60 years, Nunzi's prepares the finest Italian cuisine in Erie. Come see why the Erie Times News said Nunzi's is known for food that tastes good. Nunzi's Place, located at 2330 East 38th Street near the Bayfront Connector. To call for reservations or place an order for takeout, call 825-2940. Nunzi's, known for Italian food that tastes good since 1953.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the Intermission Report. Aaron Cooney here, joined at this time by Erie Otters head coach Chris Hartsburg. And Chris, what is it about Saturday nights that your team, is enjoying the first 4 at least, 4-0 on Saturday nights? Aiden Campbell's in the net for all 4 of those, but it seems like rounding out the week on a Saturday night seems to be a good bit of news for the Erie Otters.
I mean, yeah, it's good and bad news, I guess. I think, especially when you look at what we've done the night before. It's one of those things where we just haven't been ready to play the right way at the start of the weekend, and it's led us to have to point out their shortcomings and making sure that those are the details we're paying attention to the next game. And I think now again the onus is on the players to make sure we're showing up here ready to play on a Thursday night.
I was just going to lead right into that too. Well, now you have that another opportunity with that as the week starts Thursday to 3-3. The last time you started the 2 games on the road, Thursday, Friday, didn't go your way to return back home Saturday to kind of get things back in order. But during the week, what is the preparation for a player to be ready to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and have those good habits ready to execute on a Thursday night?
Certainly it's making sure our practices are good, but a lot of it comes into our mindset when we show up at the rink for the game. And if we're preparing ourselves to play it the right way and in certain ways, all it is following direction in a lot of sense, where we don't talk a lot about what the other team wants to do or what we need. It's more about just our details and our details that need to be good on any given night. And I think those are the things that in order for us to be successful, and we have been successful because of it, is following that game plan.
One of those details that worked Saturday night to 2 rebounds Saturday against the Guelph Storm.
I thought we did a much better job of getting to harder areas to score goals. I think you look at, 3 of the 4 goals were plays around the front of the net. One of them was off a rebound. One was kind of a shot pass type play to Chad Yetman, and the other one was just a nice little passing play. But, I think the other side of it, too, was our play without the puck. I think we did a much better job of tracking and reloading back above and doing a better job and, coming back to our own end, which, again, is where it starts for us. If we do a good job there, that means we're not spending much time in our own end defensively, and typically we're spending more time on the attack.
Last week I did ask you about Aiden Campbell and just how, he has been the beneficiary of those Saturdays where the team is 4-0 and his record stands. Mm-hmm. Murph hasn't gotten so lucky. Is there a feel that maybe, the group in the room, they want to get this one here for Dan Murphy? They sure they can realize it even after post game and even the next day. You hear the guys say, "Yeah, we didn't execute the details that we were looking for," and Murph kind of comes out on the negative side because of that, despite some stellar play. But is this a chance here, like these next couple of games, where Murph he's going to get to see some time to play the way you split the net, but the team wants to rally around him also?
Well, you hope. Guys have to see that, Dan's only got the 1 win this year. And, I think it's important, for Dan to get rewarded too for his efforts. And, we're hoping that we can respond with a good effort here tonight and give him a chance to get one back in the win column. But, certainly he hasn't, gotten much help in some of those losses. But, I think if he comes out and plays the way he can and our group does, he should benefit from it.
You have the Niagara IceDogs the first time here tonight, heading up to their building. A team that performed pretty well against you guys last year, knowing how they loaded up and looking to make a run, falling short in the second round. But the guys that are still here, that have been around for a couple of years and have been part of this proximity rivalry, the closest team that the Otters face 6 times a year. But is this a chance for, now that your team is one of the older groups and they've been around the block a few times, they're ready to give it back to the Niagara IceDogs, and it's their turn to kind of take over this rivalry?
Well, again, I think, it's, on any given night, we're playing a team that maybe, took advantage of us or beat us, the last 2 years. But, for me, it's our focus on our game, and regardless of who we're playing, we got to show up ready to do the right things. And, it's another one of these games where if we show up and just think we're going to coast through it, we're not giving ourselves the proper chance to be successful. And I think, going into a 3-3, we got to eliminate that mindset and just worry about it one game at a time and really focus on ourselves and making sure that our habits, for one, are good, but then our compete level and our ability to check and play hard are consistent too.
You've been moving the lines around, trying to find the chemistry that works well, and now you get another piece onto the chessboard with Matthew McDougall. What's this do for the group, and how do you utilize your 13 forwards here now going into 3-3?
Yeah, it certainly makes our top 6-9 group much stronger. And I think, you can add a 19-year-old player that's been in the league here now for 2 years, 2 full seasons, and he's going to help us. And, I think not just having an experienced body, but a guy that can make plays and certainly do things offensively, and it can be hard to play against. So, certainly, having the 13 forwards now healthy, it's, there'll be a rotation with a couple guys, not everybody, but, and making sure that everyone's playing the right way. And, I think we've established what we need to be. Now it's time for everyone to kind of follow through with it.
Chris, thanks for this, and good luck against the IceDogs.
Yep, thanks, sir.
That's Chris Hartsburg of the Erie Otters. More coming up on the Intermission Report. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
With every vehicle sold and every service completed, experience innovation that excites only at Interstate Nissan. We offer award-winning customer service paired with exceptional offers on your favorite models. Lease a new 2019 Rogue Sport for only $199 a month for 36 months. We make it easy so you have time to enjoy the simple things in life only at Interstate Nissan. Shop interstatenissan.com or in-store just 1.5 miles south of I-90 on Peachtree.
VIN number KW626844, lease selling price $23,701.
Cloud9 One Bar and Restaurant invites you to our weekly Sunday brunch from 11 to 2. Choose from over 20 different items, including our custom-made crepes, omelets, our carving station, and much, much more. And for a quick, affordable lunch, it's Cloud9. For lunch ideas that are extraordinary. Cloud9 is open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Come relax with a fine wine, craft beer, or mixed drink, and find out more at cloud9erie.com. Cloud9 One Bar and Restaurant, 1010 French, wine, food, friends.
Life can get busy with work and taking care of family. Sometimes we put off college or continuing education because it's too far away, too expensive, or just not the right time. But now it's your time, right here, close to home. Northern Pennsylvania Regional College reduces the barriers that prevent you from going to a traditional college and offers a new 2-year college option in Northern PA. Associate degrees and workforce development training provide new possibilities through evening classes. With many classroom locations and community partnerships, the education is brought to you. NPRC. Affordable, accessible. This could change everything.
Over the years, technology has greatly improved the productivity of the business office. From faxes and copiers to multifunction printers, now we just don't know how to get things done without them. And that means you need a reliable printer copier and a dependable service plan. That's why you should trust Cooper Business Machines. They are Erie's only authorized dealer for sharp document systems. And most importantly, they'll maintain your machine so that it continues to, well, work. Just like your car, it needs regular maintenance and parts need to be replaced regularly. If your copier isn't properly maintained or you're not getting toner in a timely fashion, then you've been reminded of what it's like to work in the dark ages. Don't wait any longer. Your business requires dependability. Shouldn't you expect the same? Cooper Business Machines, Erie's only authorized sharp dealer and service provider. Helping you get back to business since 1980. Online at cooperbusinessmachines.com or call 456-7585. The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside the Meridian Center. I'm Aaron Cooney. It's the Intermission Report where the Erie Otters and the Niagara IceDogs are tied at 1 through 20 minutes of play. Welcome you back in here to the broadcast. Thanks for joining us here on this Thursday evening as the Otters and the IceDogs head-to-head for the first time this year. Let's recap this one for you as the Erie Otters, a real slow start for the Otters. They took the game's first 2 penalties. They gave up 6 of the first 9 shots. They were not good with the puck in terms of keeping possession. It was a handful of giveaways by the Erie Otters in situations, self-inflicted situations, that put them into the penalty trouble and put them into some odd positions for the IceDogs to try to capitalize in offensively. So the Otters, they would clean those things up, but not before the Niagara IceDogs would score the game's first goal at 5:21. Just some loose play by the Erie Otters. They missed some coverages, and at the left wing circle, closer towards the middle of the ice, just a loose puck that was picked up by Kian Sopa, and he just whips it to the net, just turns and lets it fly. It fools the Otters goaltender Dan Murphy as it made its way through a lot of traffic and results in the 1-0 lead. Sopa from Castleman and Mason Howard at 5:21. Then the Otters kind of woke up. It was a shot in the arm, especially when they got into the power play opportunity at 11:33. It's the Chad Yetman play, trademark. Yetman in front of the net, gets the stick down. Max Golod finds it, and that perfect redirect on the low slap shot from the left side circle off the blade of Chad Yetman into the back of the net. Perfect play, and the Otters tie the game at 1. Erie would fire 11 of the next 14 shots on goal to end the period. So Erie starting to find their mojo here towards the end of the first. Let's take a look around the Ontario Hockey League. It's our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by the Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels, proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. You Otter be staying with the best. 3 other games out there on Thursday night. The Hamilton Bulldogs lead the Peterborough Petes 1-0. The Flint Firebirds with a 2-1 lead over the Windsor Spitfires. And the Barrie Colts, well, they just scored. It's 1-0, and they just took it back off the board. So the Barrie Colts and the Sarnia Sting, they're midway through the first period. It's either scoreless or it's 1-0 Barrie. Hasn't gone back up. We'll check in on that a little bit later on. But we have the second coming up. That is next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
The secret to a great hockey team is simple. Chemistry. Same with you and your doctor. Enter Doctor Match from Highmark. It matches you with a doctor whose personality and care approach sync with what you're looking for. Bam! Instant chemistry. Find your match today. Visit drmatchquiz.com from Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Dr. Match is intended to help members choose an in-network healthcare provider.
Life can get busy with work and taking care of family. Sometimes we put off college or continuing education because it's too far away, too expensive, or just not the right time. But now it's your time, right here, close to home. Northern Pennsylvania Regional College reduces the barriers that prevent you from going to a traditional college and offers a new 2-year college option in Northern PA. Associate degrees and workforce development training provide new possibilities through evening classes. With many classroom locations and community partnerships, the education is brought to you. NPRC. Affordable, accessible. This could change everything.
Listen to this. Do you hear that? That's the sound of all the people clicking on your website right now. That's right, crickets. Get a website worth clicking about. Call or text Epic Web Studios at 814-746-6987 and turn silence into this.
Welcome to Tim Hortons.
I'll take a coffee and...
How about a bagel breakfast sandwich? They're just 2 for $4.
Ah, I like that.
Freshly prepared with savory sausage, fluffy egg, and melted cheese on a freshly baked bagel. Just 2 for $4.
I like that. I just fist bumped your speaker.
Oh, I just fist bumped you back.
Get 2 sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwiches on a plain bagel or English muffin for just $4. Or mix and match for $4. Great quality at a great value. It's all good at Tim Hortons. No substitutions or additions, limited time only at participating restaurants.
An Erie landmark since 1953, Nunzi's Place serves generous portions of great food at reasonable prices. Family owned for almost 60 years, Nunzi's prepares the finest Italian cuisine in Erie. Come see why the Erie Times News said Nunzi's is known for food that tastes good. Nunzi's Place, located at 2330 East 38th Street near the Bayfront Connector. To call for reservations or place an order for takeout, call 825-2940. Nunzi's, known for Italian food that tastes good since 1953.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside Meridian Center. Buckle up for the second period. 1-1 after 1. I'm Aaron Cooney. Let's drop the puck on the second frame. And when you do, it's won back here by the IceDogs. And we get rolling. Erie tied after 1 period of play, 1-1 on the year. As the puck trickles towards Tynan, he's just going to smother it, and a face-off on the way to his left. 10 seconds in. Hoffman, Sador, Singer start up front for the Erie Otters. As the Otters are moving right to left on your computer screen, radio dials. As you tune in here this evening. It's the IceDogs escaping out to center ice, and Philip Tomasino, right wing side, lots of speed, slides it in front for Uberti, and it's just out of his reach, and the Otters pick it up off the wall, and Edmund Nissim for Noah Sador. Sador chips it around Castleman, finds it in the corner, swings it out in front, nobody home. Gathered there by Cato. Rattles it behind his own net. Couples of shoves there as Hoffman has it freed up here, loose at the circle. Sador to Hoffman, can't pull the trigger, it's a poke check to the corner. Erie in offensive territory. Singer calling for it, can't get it as the Otters play it to the point. They work it to Curtis Henry, then back to the right for Beamish. And now Hoffman calling for it as Beamish lets one fly off his stick. It skies to the near side corner. But Henry looking to hold in as it's chopped up the wall. Now poked around Henry by Uberti. And Castleman brings it the other way. Plays it off a stick off the end boards. Yetman guides it up the right wing wall, but not out. Hammered further by the IceDogs as it trickles right in front of me. Noah Sador still on here. Moves it behind his net as he finds Beamish. Changes coming on for the IceDogs. Erie still trapped in their own end. Battling against a fresh line as Henry looks ahead. He'll find Noah Sador. Gets it across the Erie line. Chipped around at the circles and now moved ahead for the Otters. Chad Yetman to guide it into the zone. And the rest of the change on for Erie. Give up possession, however. Here's Sopa out to center ice. And then Thomas, and then left wing side on the stick of Doherty. Former Owen Sound attack. They give to the point. Here's a wrist shot on the way from Elijah Roberts. Is stopped by Murphy. He holds on. With a minute and 44 seconds off the clock in this second period. Oh, this is a frame that the IceDogs, I guess have struggled with. At least in terms of offense, a -5 goal differential in second periods. Outscored 12-5 in the middle frame. Now Thomas is waved out of the face-off dot. Yetman will take the face-off for Erie against Kian Sopa. The goal scorers for tonight's hockey game back in the first period, and it's won by Chad Yetman. Emmett Sproul puts it right into his slot for Jack Duff, and then picked up flying ahead is Hayden Fowler. Drop pass to Sproul, cuts into the middle of the ice, shoots one just wide off the end boards. Erie gathers that one in as here's Fowler. He's run over by Thomas, trying to pull some fancy stuff. Wanted to go for the lacrosse opportunity from behind the net, and him and Thomas continue to bark back and forth. The Otters with the handle, though, off the clearing attempt. And it's fired back in from the right side by Sproul. Drysdale thought about it, now backs off as the IceDogs get there first. Yetman. And then poked off of his stick towards center. There's Jackson Doherty. Taken away by the Otters' Drysdale, but followed up, and Thomas comes into the zone with it. Cuts across the zone. Comes to me at the right side. Flips it right back to the left side for Hunter. And rocks it into the corner. Kicked there loose by Jack Duff. Can't play it up the wall. Thomas is tied up by two Erie Otters. And now Drysdale and Thomas will whack this ahead up the right wing wall. Escaping out to center ice is Fowler for Erie. Fowler ducks a check. Trying to work it in around Mason Howard, who saw him coming, but it's cleared ahead by the IceDogs. And now shaken up on the play behind is Fowler as he slowly makes his way to the bench. Offside is Dakota Betts, and Fowler, I didn't see what happened, but he's gingerly keeping his left arm tucked towards his chest. We'll keep an eye on that. As Slankler steps in the dot for the Erie Otters, and they win this one back to Cameron Morton at the point. Slides it for Golden, poked away from him and on out to center ice. Getting there first is Morton on the recovery. In the midget championships last year with his Kingston Junior Frontenacs, he was named best defenseman of that tournament. As the IceDogs sky this one back to Erie ice, bobbled a bit, and Jake Golden now tied up D. Simone. Moved ahead though by McDougall, and Maxim Gola trying to pass that one ahead. It was brought in by the Otters offside. The pass intended for Swankler was moved by Howard, and then Erie came in offsides. 16:34. .34 left in the second. And a tie game at 1. All goal scoring coming in that first period. Power play goal for the Otters, Chad Yetman. As it's thrown into the Otters zone on the far side corner. Ethan Sims battles away. Goal on as he was digging away on the near wall. Flips it out to center. And McDougall chasing Hunter. down to the near side circles of the Niagara IceDogs end of things. Thrown in by Sims. Loose behind the Otters net as Morton tied up here. 2 IceDogs on him. In to help out Swankler. Knocks it loose to the near side circle. Cato overskates, and the Otters will pick this one up. Sent ahead for Maxim Gola. Picks it up in flight, right wing side. Swankler getting into the front of the goal here. Backhand try, and a stop by Tynan. Swept back around the wall. The Otters and Swankler hold in. Nice move around one man, but it's the second man that pokes it away, and the Otters are forced to reset out at center ice. Henry, they're going to slap this one on goal. Erie changing behind the play, and because that door that was opened up and Lockhart jumped in, it was all inside Niagara territory. Erie's whistled offside. With 15:34 left here in the second, a 1-1 hockey game. As the Otters win this back and drop it in, cross corner, shoot into the near corner. Rattled around the far wall by the IceDogs and out to center ice. And a foot race here as Henry will pick it up from his own right side corner. Chops it behind his goal for his partner Beamish. Beamish launches it ahead. There's D'Amato, and then Lockhart overskated a bit, and that puck is loose. Henry trying to join in on the play here. As it whacked towards the line, volleyed right back to center ice, then reeled in by Curtis Henry, and then bounced off of Tomasino and into the IceDogs bench. Counter-attack here for the Niagara IceDogs. They've held the Otters to just one shot on goal. After the pace they were at towards the end of that frame, here is really starting to find their mojo, but a intermission to regroup. It's done its work here so far for the IceDogs as they rattle this one in. Oh, skips off a stanchion right out in front. Smoothly moved by Jack Duff. And now along the near wall, Fowler is out here taking his regular shift. That is good to see for the Erie Otters as they're trying to stay as healthy as they can. Erie, nice one up the right wing wall. Fowler's going to pick this up in flight. Trapped ahead. Here's Yetman in behind. Gives off the Sproul. Wrist shot. Tynan the save. As he comes out top of the circles. As some over pursuit by the IceDogs to Fowler on the far side. And almost sprung the Otters on a 2-on-0 on the nice pass by Hayden Fowler. As the D catches up to Yetman, he drops this one off to Sproul, who was cruising in behind him. Better save from Tynan on that rush. Starting to find some cohesive energy here from this group. Sproul, Fowler, and Yetman put together last week, and they've kind of been a mainstay now so far in the last couple of hockey games for the Otters. And a nice thing called to Niagara as Sopa and Duff make acquaintances here after the whistle. And back down to Niagara's end of things. Face-off will be to the left of Tynan. Yetman will set for another face-off coming up. Duff and Sopa again meet together. As it's rammed around the near side wall and center ice, it'll drop right in time for Thomas to pick it up as he comes across offside. On the little give to Sopa. Whistle sounds again. And the draw from neutral ice. Sopa a little barking back and forth with the officials now. Erie makes a change in personnel. D pair stays the same. Sador, Hoffman, and Daniel Singer out here. As Sopa puts a slash right on to Noah Sador afterwards. Erie won the faceoff, and Drysdale with the handle. His pass up off the stick of Sador and into the zone. To the near side corner of Niagara territory. Hunter rims it around his own boards. Stepping up is going to be Drysdale. Keeps it in, but it comes right back to the IceDogs to flip towards the neutral zone. But it's cut off nicely by Singer. He's got the puck in the zone. Wrist shot. Tynan the save. And he holds on again. Tynan playing in game 9 of 10. He's made appearances as all but one for the Niagara IceDogs. And that was their final game of the weekend. An 8-2 loss to the North Bay Battalion last week. It's all Tucker Tynan. Leads the league in save percentage with a .929 save percentage. 6'1", 159 pounds from Chicago, Illinois. A 10th round pick of these IceDogs in 2018. As they fire this one all the way down ice, and they'll beat out the icing call. And they're going to pay for it as Cameron Morton comes smashing in and runs Jonah DeSimone, and the Otters take the handle. Nice pass on for McDougall, right wing side, cruises into the zone, shoots one, save made, a rebound in front. Erie can't get there in time. Morton looking to hold in. Can as DeSimone sends it down the other way. As the Otters run a little interference there, provided by Swankler, allows Golden to pick it up behind his own net. Whacked ahead for McDougal out of his reach. Gathered in by Cato. He'll launch it in with the IceDogs tagging up. Golden can find the puck. Plays it ahead for Golod. And then cross ice his own end for Morton. Headman play for Swankler's off the mark, and Erie may be guilty of an icing call here. As the whistle does sound, Swankler chasing, but not in time in that race to the face-off dot to Niagara's end of ice. We'll bring it back to Erie territory in the draw. On this icing call, they're going to move it towards me on the left side. Remember, those icing calls you can choose. It's a new thing in place for not just the NHL, but the OHL as well. Which face-off dot you want to go with? They want Sims on his backhand as he wins it towards the near side wall. Morton moved it up, but not out. Held in by Cato. Golod now with a man on his back. Somebody lost a stick, and they get it right back. That belonged to the IceDogs, and they have the puck also. Sims gives out in front, wide open, saved by Murphy as he denies Cook in front. The Otters lost A.J. Cook in front and bailed out by Dan Murphy. There's Max Golod. Tied up along the near wall in center ice as Swankler crashes in on a body. Erie launches it on in. They're going to be offside. Now they can make the change they've been looking for. Erie still offside. And then they're going to move it. Blow the whistle. As engaging was Maxim Golod. Trying to make his way onto the bench. The whistle sounds. Erie can finish this personnel swap now. Though with 12:33 left here in the second period, a big save by Daniel Murphy to keep this game tied. The IceDogs. And the draw on the near side. Nicely won by the rookie Connor Lockhart for the Otters. Moved around the wall behind the Otters net. To the point now, skips over the stick of Elijah Roberts. He's forced to give ground all the way back to his own net. Chased by Brendan Selin. Now D'Amato in to help out too. They jar that puck loose for a second before Enright grabs this. And he moves it off a leg out to center ice. Erie sends it right back in. Trying to chase down Enright. Lockhart steal, puts it towards the front. That was cut off by Elijah Roberts and goaltender Tynan. The Otters still battling away here on the forecheck. As Lockhart chases Enright to the far side. Knocks him down. Selin has the puck. Wheels on in to the near side corner. To the circle now. Hands off to the point. It's Bemis. Wrist shot. Kick save made by Tynan with some traffic in front. And the puck sent back towards the Erie line. Played by Beamish. And now offside, Uberti. This should go back the other way, right? On an intentional offside, it will. And Erie will have an offensive zone draw coming with 11:43 to go in the second in a 1-1 game. A great play on the hunt. Selin and D'Amato. And Connor Lockhart creating some offensive chances. And the traffic point shot from Beamish that was kicked out by Tynan. Fowler and Akil Thomas meet once again. They go back and forth after a collision. And they'll follow each other out towards neutral ice, but the puck is still inside Niagara territory. Fowler looking for it. Off of his body, and there goes Thomas out to center ice. On his back is Emmett Sproul, and he takes the puck away from him. And the Otters dish to the middle of the ice, but Yetman couldn't get there in time, and now Sopa comes back this way. Erie's going to try to hold in on the near side over the skate of Duff. And it's knocked down towards Erie territory on that trickle play. Headman by Drysdale. Sproul hadn't tagged up yet, and Erie results with an icing call. Back down to the Otters' end of the ice. And the face-off will be to the left of goaltender Murphy. Thomas and Yetman step in. Won by Thomas. Played off the near side wall. Hit a skate, and Erie can gather this in. Charging ahead of Sproul. He finds Yetman cruising into the zone. Drags and fires. The shot was blocked by Howard. Here's Fowler. Plays it on the near side. Comes to Jack Duff. Poked around him, and Thomas is going to take off here. 2-on-1 the other way. Thomas right wing side. Drysdale trying to D up. Played in front. Sliding across is Murphy, and he robs Howard jumping in. And Erie comes back the other way. Fowler drops it off Drysdale. On across. One-timer. That's blocked by Howard. As Sproul couldn't get it to go. And still loose inside offensive territory. It's Fowler now to Yetman. One-time shot. Glove down and played by Tynan. That opens things up just a little bit here from the Meridian Center as Henry puts a body on the DeSimone. Gathered by Drysdale. He'll drop it off for Henry. Looks ahead. Slaps it for Sador on the left side. He just shoots it out towards neutral ice. Floated in back on goaltender Murphy. He's going to play it for Henry as the IceDogs touch up. 10-10 to go here, second period. Approaching the midway point of this hockey game. Brendan Hoffman flying through center ice down the right side. Gets across the line and shoots it in behind the goal. Singer, he's going to back up and play D as the Otters finish up the defensive pairing change. And swapping sides are Henry and Golden. That forces Erie back to their own end. Here's Brendan Hoffman. Gives to Henry right side in front of the IceDogs bench. Spins from one man and gives out ahead. Nice pass to Sador. Pokes it into the zone and chases down the left wing side. Noah Sador as he comes crunching in with Chanton. Sador, Chanton, and then Hoffman sees it's flipped back the other way in front of him, and an icing call is going to result on this against the IceDogs, and an offensive zone draw coming up for the Otters as we approach the midway point of this hockey game. Still nothing solved. It's a 1-1 game here from the Meridian Center. Otters and IceDogs even one apiece. Otters fans would remind you that Dean's Dairy and True Moo Milk are the official milk choice of the Erie Otters. That's Dean's Dairy and True Moo Milk. Pick up a gallon today at your local grocer. Swankler to take the face off for Erie. Bounce for Maxim Golan. He's run of the play by Cato. And down to the ice they come tumbling behind the goal as Swankler comes crashing in. That puck in front of the Otters bench. Glove down by Swankler. And then poked around him by DeSimone to center ice. And DeSimone's going to pick it up in front of Jake Golden. Whacked in, but they're offside. It allows the Otters to pick it up behind their own net and set this play up. Headman for MacDougall. Steps around one, but didn't have the biscuit with him as Swankler crashes in also. And then finally prodded on down into the near side corner. There's Elijah Roberts. Play to the circle. The Otters Swankler. He tried to jump in and grab that puck. It was loose for a second there as it's whacked ahead back to Erie ice. And now Daniel Murphy knuckles it to the near corner. There's Cameron Morton. He takes a hard shove from A.J. Cook. The Otters lose it. Look out at the circle. It's Cook. Backhander sails wide on the giveaway along the near side wall. And now it's Campbell. That's for the IceDogs. He loses the handle to Swankler, and Erie moves it up out to neutral ice. Whacked back in from center ed by Sims. Now on the chase is Cook. Murphy's going to move it for Erie. He finds his defenseman, Beamish. Moving this game out to center ice and shoots it in around the horn from the left wing side. Erie making changes on this play. Has one hand on the stick for the Otters. Look out, it's Swankler finding it after the play by Selin. Only be gathered in, then cleared back to Erie ice. Here's Beamish, skate to stick. They'll find Daniel D'Amato as he skates out towards the Meridian Center ice logo. Hands off to Lockhart, rips it in. Look at that geometry, onto the net from the far side wall. Tynan covers up with Lockhart on pursuit. The whistle at 7:54. Remaining here in the second period, a 1-1 game, a tight one here from the Meridian Center. It's usually how they go between these two squads. Erie won 2 of the 6 meetings last year, including when this Niagara IceDogs team was a top 10 squad in the CHL in the Kia rankings. Here's D'Amato, back from his own end of things. The IceDogs cleared and Beamish the march ahead. Tapped along by Selin and down deep. Drew Hunter is there. He whacks it near side. Lockhart gets there first. Well, is he on his backhand? Puts it behind the goal. Hunter's going to find it for the IceDogs out of the far corner. And across ice feed, here's Tomasino, juggles the puck on in. He's hit hard by Henry to the near side boards as Selin looks to move it back behind his goal. Lockhart there to help out also. Hunter finds it, angles it back behind the net, where it's picked up near side. Erie trying to headman this one. They got a body. They got 2 bodies, and it's Selin and Lockhart, and now D'Amato. Lockhart right side shoots, and he misses wide on a 3-on-1. And it hits off the corner glass and rolls back to Erie ice. Drysdale and Duff looking to corral it. And Duff just hoisted on ahead. There's Hayden Fowler to scoop it up for the Otters. They still have numbers here. Fowler cuts across the zone now. Walks in, wrist shot. That is to old man Selin, who gathers it in. Hands to Drysdale. Skates the blue line. Walks to Meek. Wrist shot. Blocker save made by Tynan. Glove down out to center ice on the clear by Niagara. Erie resets. Fowler. Head to the corner as he drills it right side for Emmett Sproul. First man to it. Rim back behind the goal as Fowler gives the Duff. D to D, it's Drysdale. Wrist shot to the net. They score! Drysdale lets it fly. Bodies in front, and it skips over the right pad of Tynan. And the Otters have their first lead of the game. It's 2-1. Drysdale will head down the line. And it looks like Jamie Drysdale has given the Erie Otters the lead. Just his third of the season, and Erie ahead by 1.
Otters goal scored by number 4, Jamie Drysdale. Assist number 34, Jack Duff. And number 14, Hayden Fowler. Drysdale from Duff and Fowler.
Drysdale does get credit for the goal as we get back to action. As the Otters continue to chase here on the forecheck, Sproul puts a body into Elijah Roberts. That squirts out the far side boards, and coming across with a crossbody is Fowler. And he lays the body into Dakota Betts. No relation to Nick Betts. It's spelled a different way. And the Otters trying to clear their own zone now after the jump in. Sproul does guide this one ahead for Chad Yetman still out here. Trades places here with Noah Sador, trying to drop it off for Sador on that cross. And that's snuffed out by the IceDogs as Betts denied the line by the Otters Golden. Erie's got numbers ahead. Here's Sador with Hoffman. They drop it off the Singer. On for Hoffman. They tap it in. Oh, wham, bam. Thank you, officer. Brendan Hoffman on the backside, his first of the season. It's 3-1 Erie. Pretty passing play, but it all starts on the blue line stand-up by Jake Golden. He will not get an assist on this, but he denies the IceDogs the line right in front of me here at the Otters defensive end. Plays it ahead for Noah Sador, and it's a 3-on-1 on the jailbreak from the line change. And Hoffman buries it. Otters, goals just seconds apart. They make it 3-1.
Erie goal scored number 91, Brendan Hoffman.
The Otters looking for more now. Here's Sador. Bounce around that, caught the helmet of Hoffman. And a whistle will sound here with 4:53 the puck out of play, but the Otters pretty quickly make this a 3-1 game. Under 5 to play, and the Otters, and a quick swing here in the end of the second frame to jump up by 2. Here's Austin Swankler. The Otters looking for more. McDougall left side. Put it ahead, looking for Swankler. Had his stick lifted, his goal line after it to the right wing circle. It's gathered in by the IceDogs, and here come the IceDogs flipping it ahead. As Beamish, he's crunched by Castleman. Uperti gets that puck. Hands off to the point as Howard to the goal. That's cut off by Swankler, and Erie marches the other way. Hoisted this one ahead. Aerial pass to the corner. Goal on. Trying to sidestep the check coming from Howard, and Swankler takes the puck. Moves it to the blue line. Erie was changing at the time as it's cut off by the IceDogs, and on ahead they come. Here's Tomasino. Cross for Hunter as he jumps into play. Wrist shot. Kick save made as Murphy denies him, and Erie trying to work it out ahead to center. They cannot. As it's kept in by Jackson Doherty. Loose puck behind the Erie net. Henry gathers it in. Plays it up the near wall. Selin. Can he clear? No. Doherty has it on the keep in by Thomas. Makes a nice little move, drags to the middle of the ice, fires one, and I think Erie blocked that. Getting a piece, Beamish, I think so. And out the center here, Swankler. Angles it off of Sopa, and that'll make its way down. Erie trying to make a change and at least finish up what they started. And can do so now as it's in down deep. Jackson Doherty. Hands off to Elijah Roberts. Wheels in, left wing side, watched by Henry. Wheels behind the net now. As he lost the handle, just skips off his stick. Duff takes over. As Lockhart ahead to center ice as Kean Sopa now chasing. He's stripped of the puck by Daniel D'Amato. That ends up back behind the IceDogs net. It'll be moved by Enright, and the Otters cut that one off too on these headman plays. They really like to stretch the IceDogs. It's always been the go-to, even from back when they played at the Jack. But Erie, they're taking advantage now as they cut that one off. Drysdale at the point. Wine, slapper. That one blocked. Selling after it. Puts it to the front. Lockhart in his skates. Sweeps it out to Drysdale. Doesn't shoot. Gives to Duff. He'll wind up. Slapper on the way. Missed the net. Selling. Return to the goal. And it's stomped by Tynan. With 2:47 to play in the second. A 3-1 game as the Erie Otters, with a pair of goals, a minute and 3 seconds apart. To take a 1-1 game and flip it into a 3-1 lead. Poked around, jacked up after that face-off. And back to Erie ice we go. Drysdale calmly picks that one up. And then Headman's discipline, and it's knocked out of midair nicely by Yetman. And trickles on down deep. Hunter gets there first as he moves it up the wall. Drysdale, he'll cut it off at center. And Erie resets once more. 2.5 to play, 3-1 game. Ramped ahead off the blade of Fowler. And in down deep, Sproul almost hit his own man, Yetman. He's crunched on the end boards by Howard. As the IceDogs escape the center ice. Even though A.J. Cook almost lost that puck as Duff runs into Hunter. Puck still loose though. Walking in. Here's Cook. Save made. Rebound. They score. Terrio is second in the OHL. And it's a 1-goal game. Simple plays. The shot from Cook, rebound in the crease, and it's buried before the Otters can get there in time. And that all results, it's come from the rush into the zone. Jack Duff steps up on defender Hunter, lugging the puck and knocks him over on a great body check. But the IceDogs follow up, and they have the numbers resulting from that. Open on the near side where Jack Duff is usually stationed, or would have been stationed. There was Tirette. And it's a 1-goal game. Terrio. They got to differentiate Ter and Tier. As it's skied out towards neutral ice. And the Otters hard on this puck, coming into the zone, but offside. As Hoffman, who scored his first of the season to give the Otters a 2-goal lead. It's the go-ahead marker right now. As Terrio makes it a 1-goal game with 1:41 left. Offense coming alive here for both squads in the second frame. As Erie shoots it up the near side, gathered in on the pickoff by Sopa. Looking to tie this game the final minute and a half. As Sopa return pass on the give and go. Doherty follows up. His slapper blocked. Loose in the slot. Stick handling here, Singer, the former Niagara IceDog. He skies it ahead to center ice. Glove down by Enright and moved out to Thomas in front of his own bench. Poke check by Golden, but followed up here by Doherty into the corner. Watched by Cameron Morton. Thomas takes the handle now after a thrown. Doherty just dropped in behind the Otters net. And come near side Doherty. His pass looking for Thomas. Goes right between the wickets. And all the way down ice. Headman play by goaltender Tynan. And into the zone they come. Sopa puts it in front. Just missed the stick of Terrio, who was looking for number 2 and didn't miss by much. And the Otters strip him into the puck and a 2-on-1 the other way. Goal line with Swankler. Goal line waits, holds, fires, and he missed the net on the shot. Sliding was the defender and took away that passing lane as Henry leaves it out center ice. Terrio drops it in from the red line. And Beamish with 20 seconds left in a 3-2 Otters lead in this second period. Howard drills it from center. Kick to the near side wall as Murphy makes the save. Launched ahead once more by the Otters. Maybe one more rush. 10 seconds left. They squirt it between the legs of Hunter. He's knocked down on the play goal line, but Swankler follows up. Trying to get it on goal. Wheels behind the net. 3 seconds left. In front for McDougall. It's picked off And the IceDogs carry ahead to run out the clock. Well, it took us about 8 minutes to open things up in this second period. But when they did, we still had the body checking. We had some plays. We had some odd man breaks. We had some goals. Drysdale Hoffman on the board for the Erie Otters. Lucas Terrio to make it a 1-goal game after 40 minutes at 17:53. 3-2 Erie through 40 minutes of play. Otters looking for their second road win of the season. Intermission reports coming your way next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Interstate Mitsubishi has been ranked number 1 in sales satisfaction in the U.S. for 2 years in a row. Customers are our priority, and no one can compare in price. Right now, you can own a 2019 7-passenger Outlander for only $20,988. That's only $269 a month. That's right, own it for only $269 a month. And you're covered with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Interstate is the place to go. Mitsubishi's the car to buy. We make it easy, only at Interstate Mitsubishi.
Exclusions apply. See dealer for details. Offer excludes tax, title, and dealer fees.
Hey, Steve. Welcome to Great Clips. Nice to see you again.
Great Clips asks, what's the difference between good and great?
Come on back and have a seat.
Good asks you what haircut you'd like.
So, I have all your details from the last time you were in. Would you like the same haircut today?
Great already knows. With Clip Notes, we save your haircut details so you can get the same thing as last time, every time. Download our online check-in app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Together, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield and AHN St. Vincent Hospital connect care managers and personal doctors to simplify your care and give you peace of mind. We're teaming up to make sure members with complex health conditions like diabetes and heart disease have a dedicated care manager working with their doctors to make sure they get the right care in the right place at the right time. Highmark and AHN St. Vincent, together for health, together for you. Visit togetherforerie.com to learn more.
The Sheraton and Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels are proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. Join them for their pregame and postgame celebration at the award-winning Bayfront Grill or the brand-new Shoreline Grill, located just minutes away from all the action. Let them help you fuel up for the high-energy game with their extensive menus and craft brew selections. You oughter be dining with the best. The Sheraton Erie Bayfront Grill and Courtyard by Marriott.
Picking one thing over the other can be hard.
Toast or avocado toast?
Ooh, 4 or 5-inch heels.
But with pick games from the Pennsylvania Lottery, drawn twice daily, picking's as easy as 2, 3, 4, or 5. Plus, add Wild Ball to any pick game for even more chances to win. It's simple.
Hey, what'll it be? Give me a pick 2, please. Oh, and add Wild Ball. I'm feeling pretty lucky.
Play pick games today from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Hello, everyone. I'm Terry Doyle. Thanks for joining us on this week's edition of OHL News, presented by Bauer. Coming up on the show, we'll hear about the Flint Firebirds. They have been mentioned this week in the KSCHL Top 10 rankings. Also, a couple of international teams with OHL players all over the rosters have been announced this week. More on that in a moment. But first, this week's OHL On the Run Player of the Week is goaltender Matt Guzda of the Owen Sound Attack. He posted a 3-0 record last week with an impressive .259 goals against average and .927 save percentage. He is the first goaltender to earn the OHL On the Run Player of the Week honors this season. The 18-year-old from Knoxville, Tennessee, now in his third season with the Attack, originally a second-round pick of Owen Sound in the 2017 OHL priority selection. Meantime, the KSCHL Top 10 rankings this week includes the Owen Sound Attack. First, it's the Oshawa Generals, as they are the number 1 team in the country. Then the Attack come in at number 8, Ottawa 67s at 10, and 2 OHL clubs receiving honorable mentions this week, the Kitchener Rangers and the Flint Firebirds. And that's our next stop as we check in with the radio voice of the Flint Firebirds, Dominic Henning, who gives us an update on what's happening with the honorable mention Firebirds. Well, Dom, the Flint Firebirds are off to a nice start to the season. Honorable mention this week in the KSCHL Top 10 rankings as well. Bring us inside the Flint Firebirds. What has gone well to start this 2019-2020 season?
Yeah, well, they're off to their best start in franchise history right now, a 5-2 record through 7 games, and that pairs with a undefeated record on home ice of 3-0. And believe me, being in the league, I understand it's early on that 68-game docket, but at the same time, you do want to take the positives as well. And right now, this team is rolling on all cylinders, from the staff to the players to the management. Everything seems to be operating at a first-class and professional manner, and right now that's translating to on-ice results. And as a member of the Flint Firebirds, just going to be happy to be part of it right now.
Is confidence a good word right now, especially after those first 7 games, as you mentioned, when it comes to, especially the players knowing, hey, a good start can help, boost things going forward?
I think confidence is always key in anything in life, especially, in a game of hockey. And it is true. After the past few seasons, you go to preseason, and again, I know it's just preseason, but you start 3-0, and, that helps, obviously, and buying some belief in the locker room of, hey, we can do this. And, and then you go into the regular season. Birds dropped their first game. It was in Sault Ste. Marie. But opening nights are obviously very tough, especially when on the road, and a lot of first-time games for your team and for players. But from there, they rattled off 4 consecutive wins, and it was a franchise record for this club. And some of your listeners might say, well, 4 wins doesn't sound like something to write home about, but this club has won 3 games consecutively 10 times, and since they began in 2015, they could never get to that 4th. And I think when they got to that 4th, they realized that this wasn't the same Firebirds that has been around for the last 4 years. This is a new franchise from top to bottom, staff down to players. And you could obviously see it on the ice now.
But you look at the player roster, and there are a lot of guys that have grown together over the last few years. And when you see them play on the ice, are you finding that chemistry is coming through now, that they've gone through 2 and 3 years together in some cases when you look at a lot of this group?
Yeah, I think that is the case, Terry. And you look at it, I think maybe when we were down in the past, that game was essentially a write-off. It was over with. But I think, over time they've matured, and it's the biggest maturation point, of a player's body between 16 and 20 here. And these guys are now going from the younger team in the league to the older team. It's a cyclical league. And with that brings, maturity. And being down, Flint has been, multiple times this season. They've come back to overcome and win. So I think that speaks a lot of volumes to, head coach Eric Wellwood, his staff with Ryan Koulibaly and Mark Rideout, and then just look at some of the off-season and now even in-season transactions that Barclay Branch has made as well. So, job well done to everybody, but of course, you ask any of them, they'll say, hey, it's early, we got a long ways to go.
Since last season, what has Eric Wellwood been able to bring in since taking over as head coach of the Firebirds?
I think what he brings is a sense of youth, but also a sense of respect from his players. I think what he has that is making this team win games right now is I think he understands, I don't know how to really word it, maybe the new age or the new era of the way people are, and the way these players, operate and what they need, and when to maybe lay off the gas a bit and maybe when to push it. But at the same time, I could say that respect is not a question when it comes to the players with Eric Wellwood. And, when he says something, I think that they go to battle for him. And it's obvious. The best start in franchise history, 3-0 on home ice, and the first team in Flint history to be able to win 4 consecutive games in a row. So right now they're playing for him, and that's important.
You talked earlier about a few new faces joining the nucleus that's already together, and I was going to ask you now, one previously and now 2 guys that come in with Guelph Storm championship rings from last season. You've seen a lot of Anthony Popovich. Obviously, Owen Lalonde comes in as well, but maybe specifically Anthony Popovich, when you bring in a goaltender that has a championship ring to his name, that never hurts a team moving forward.
No, it doesn't, and we were there just 2 weeks ago, and a class act operation by the Guelph Storm. They put the thank you video out for before the pregame ceremony, gave him his ring there, and after that video was done, it was a standing ovation from everybody in the building, and he had his stick saluted in the air and tapping his heart, and essentially, I asked our head coach Eric Lowood about that on my radio show, and he said, that just goes to show that we got the right guy. It's too many times when you leave, fans are on to the next one, but when you come back and they show that much of an ovation, it goes to show you what his character was like in Guelph and, what he meant to that area. And so that's our goalie now, moving forward. And, for Anthony, I was just working on our game preview for FlintFirebirds.com, and I just looked up his stats, and he's third best goals against average in the OHL right now, fourth best save percentage. So I was like, man, that's good to see here for the Flint Firebirds. That always helps as well.
That was Dominic Hennig, the voice of the Flint Firebirds. This week, Team OHL was announced for the 2019 CIBC Canada-Russia Series. The games will take place on November 7th in Kitchener and November 11th in London. Check out OntarioHockeyLeague.com for the complete list. Also, 24 OHL players have been selected to represent Canada at the 2019 World Under-17 Hockey Challenge. That's coming up during the first full week of November in Medicine Hat and Swift Current. The OHL's official website has the complete list for that as well. That's going to do it for our show this week. You've been listening to OHL News, presented by Bauer. I'm Terry Doyle. Thanks for joining.
You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Together, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield and AHN St. Vincent Hospital make it easier to get quality care by investing in new facilities close to home, like an enhanced emergency department, renovated operating suites, an all-new cancer center, and the Eastside Health and Wellness Pavilion opening in 2019. Highmark and AHN St. Vincent. Together for health. Together for you. Visit togetherforerie.com to learn more.
Cloud9 One Bar and Restaurant invites you to our weekly Sunday brunch from 11 to 2. Choose from over 20 different items, including our custom-made crepes, omelets, our carving station, and much, much more. And for a quick, affordable lunch, it's Cloud9. For lunch ideas that are extraordinary. Cloud9 is open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. Come relax with a fine wine, craft beer, or mixed drink, and find out more at cloud9erie.com. Cloud9 One Bar and Restaurant, 1010 French, wine, food, friends.
Hi, this is Ed Rendell. I've got to admit that I was sort of a dinosaur when it came to using social media. But my son found Epic Web Studios, and we began working with them. And they've done an incredible job with us. They've significantly increased our followers on Twitter and Facebook. They make sure that we put up the right things. They capture every good thing that I've said or done on TV and get it out real quickly. And it's been just a revelation to me, and they've been tremendous to work with.
Don't be a dinosaur. Call or text Epic Web Studios at 814-746-6987.
Life can get busy with work and taking care of family. Sometimes we put off college or continuing education because it's too far away, too expensive, or just not the right time. But now it's your time, right here, close to home. Northern Pennsylvania Regional College reduces the barriers that prevent you from going to a traditional college and offers a new 2-year college option in Northern PA. Associate degrees and workforce development training provide new possibilities through evening classes. With many classroom locations and community partnerships, the education is brought to you. NPRC. Affordable, accessible. This could change everything.
Welcome to Tim Hortons.
I'll take a coffee and...
How about a bagel breakfast sandwich? They're just 2 for $4.
Ah, I like that.
Freshly prepared with savory sausage, fluffy egg, and melted cheese on a freshly baked bagel. Just 2 for $4.
I like that. I just fist bumped your speaker.
Oh, I just fist bumped you back.
Get 2 sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast sandwiches on a plain bagel or English muffin for just $4. Or mix and match for $4. Great quality at a great value. It's all good at Tim Hortons. No substitutions or additions, limited time only at participating restaurants.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back to the Meridian Center. Hold on, I want to hear this one. They're giving out free haircuts here at the Meridian Center on Saturday night. I just got mine done. We're here on the wrong night. Could have saved myself the $20. Anyways, we're done with 40 minutes in the books. 3-2 Otters lead the Niagara IceDogs. Things pick up there in that second period. Let's recap it for you. After a 1-1 tie through 20. Chad Yetman tying things up in the first with the power play goal at 11:33. Then it's Erie in the second, making quick work, just a minute and 3 seconds apart on these goals. First, Drysdale on a nice shot. Gets through some traffic and deflects off something to skip over the leg of Tucker Tynan. And then Brendan Hoffman But his first of the season, he was due. I actually wrote it down in my notes. He has not scored in a game in his last 14 OHL games. Well, we got rid of that jinx here tonight on a 3-on-1. 3-1 game, but the IceDogs get one back, make it 3-2 heading into the third on a goal from Lucas Terrio. Third's next. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Picking one thing over the other can be hard.
Toast or avocado toast?
Ooh, 4 or 5-inch heels.
But with pick games from the Pennsylvania Lottery, drawn twice daily, picking's as easy as 2, 3, 4, or 5. Plus, add Wild Ball to any pick game for even more chances to win. It's simple.
Hey, what'll it be? Give me a pick 2, please. Oh, and add Wild Ball. I'm feeling pretty lucky.
Play pick games today from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Interstate Mitsubishi has been ranked number 1 in sales satisfaction in the U.S. for 2 years in a row. Customers are our priority, and no one can compare in price. Right now, you can own a 2019 7-passenger Outlander for only $20,988. That's only $269 a month. That's right, own it for only $269 a month. And you're covered with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Interstate is the place to go. Mitsubishi's the car to buy. We make it easy, only at Interstate Mitsubishi.
Exclusions apply. See dealer for details. Offer excludes tax, title, and deal fees.
Together, Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield and AHN St. Vincent Hospital are collaborating for cancer breakthroughs. We're sharing insights to help improve treatment times and results for you and your loved ones. For certain types of cancer, radiation treatment times have been cut in half and achieved the same level of success, exposing patients to less radiation and giving them a chance at a quicker recovery. Highmark and AHN St. Vincent. Together for health, together for you. Visit togetherforerie.com to learn more.
Over the years, technology has greatly improved the productivity of the business office. From faxes and copiers to multifunction printers, now we just don't know how to get things done without them. That means you need a reliable printer copier and a dependable service plan. That's why you should trust Cooper Business Machines. They are Erie's only authorized dealer for sharp document systems. And most importantly, they'll maintain your machine so that it continues to, well, work. Just like your car, it needs regular maintenance and parts need to be replaced regularly. If your copier isn't properly maintained or you're not getting toner in a timely fashion, then you've been reminded of what it's like to work in the dark ages. Don't wait any longer. Your business requires dependability. Shouldn't you expect the same? Cooper Business Machines, Erie's only authorized sharp dealer and service provider, helping you get back to business since 1980. Online at cooperbusinessmachines.com or call 456-7585. The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back for period 3. I'm Aaron Cooney. We're underway. Otters lead 3-2 through 40. As this one's brought to the Erie zone. A block on the shot from just across the line. Sees this one skip back the other way as Brendan Hoffman. He's having himself a hockey game here. Really asserting himself. And that big 6'2", 200-pound frame as the Otters play it. Hoffman to the point. Shot from Beamish. Kicked away by Tynan. And on back towards the Erie ice as the Otters look for a check. Look out. It's cut off. Thrown to the front. Uberti with a backhander. Hit the side of the net. The Otters went for the hit and almost caught themselves in a spot of trouble. Here's Uberti. He's poke check. And Hoffman again after this one. He's had his Wheaties here today. As Singer comes crashing in the near side. It's lifted around him up to the air. Castleman battling with Singer, who comes back into the play here. And Enright can't get away. Fowler looking for it. It's loose in the slot and a handoff. Frischuk, kick save made on Yetman as Tynan denies him of his second of the night. And here, the Otters get possession. Put it out to Drysdale. Center point. Holds, fires through traffic. Blocked by Yetman. Still loose in the slot. And it's poked away to the far side wall. And then hoisted out by Tomasino. The Otters grab it and come right back in. It's Drysdale, right side, on in front. They couldn't corral it. It was Sproul on the backside. As this one into the circles. Poked loose. Duff steps up, holds in. Trickles down on that shot towards the right circle and intercepted as the IceDogs head out to center ice. Akil Thomas looking for the equalizer. Shot on goal. Save made. 2 by Murphy. And he holds on. In front of the net after the wrister from the right wall by Akil Thomas is Jackson Doherty. And he's stoned right on the doorstep by Murphy. 3-2 game. The Otters holding to a 1-goal lead. And the play moved forward. It's like a fumble-rooski on that face-off. And the Otters have possession. Drysdale trying to make it an extra man. Hooked up in front was McDougall on the pass in towards the goal. Couldn't get there. As McDougall tied up at the time. Sees his puck cleared to center ice. Here's Swankler. Rattles it off the boards and down. The near side corner. Here's Maxim Golod. Up the half wall now. Along the blue line. Open man on the left side is Golden, who just stepped out here. Ducks a check as it's played in down behind the net of the IceDogs. Thomas grabs it there. On his back is Swankler, trying to stay with him, and off goes Thomas. Chip and chase around Golden. Morton back as he's hit from behind. And down to the ice he goes. Morton now cross-checked again, loose in front. They score. And Chris Hartsburg's going to lose it here. Cameron Morton drilled from behind by Akil Thomas. And the Otters can't believe it. Chris Hartsburg's losing it, and I don't blame him. Stares down Sweeney as Morton is still shaken up on the play. That's unbelievable. Morton heads down the runway. He'll be seen by trainer Andrew Kutneski and the Otters coaching staff. Just staring down the officials. That is unbelievable. Hartsburg hasn't moved. He's just glaring at Sweeney. Cameron Morton drilled from behind by Akil Thomas. Nothing called, and it leads the game-tying goal.
IceDogs' third goal, his second of the season.
And look how the Otters lose the puck on the side of the net. It's sent onto the far corner off a post. And back behind the net, Henry's going to pick this one up.
Assist number 44, Akil Thomas.
As the Otters skate out to center ice. In a tie game now, 3-3. Here's Lockhart trying to put on the Ritz. Skates through one. He pokes it behind the net. And up the near side, Betts on out to center ice. And the Otters grab it out as it rolls off of his stick, and they'll play it to Curtis Henry, the Niagara Falls native. In a tie game, brand new hockey game here from the third period. Saucered on in by Brendan Sell, and the Otters will make a change. They hold back behind their net, fire this one ahead. This goes ramped off his stick. And into the Erie zone as Jack Duff moves it along for Drysdale. Bumped on the near side corner, and the puck is loose as Cook runs into him. They find it once more, play it in front. That goes off his skate. And onto the far corner goes as Duff runs a man over. And now shuffle behind the net. Whacked around by Drysdale. Singer took off as Elijah Roberts from the point can hold in. Carries into the near side corner. And a 3-3 game here. Drysdale poke checks that puck free as it's sent back to the near side point. Nobody home with Roberts in on the play. And we'll reset. Here's Drysdale, stick handling in a phone booth. Nice little play. He's going to wheel in now. Winds up, slap shot, blocker save made. And Sonora couldn't get to that rebound in time. Fired right back ahead to center ice, and an icing call results on this. With 15:47 to play, the goal to Jonah DeSimone from Akil Thomas after he ran Cameron Morton from behind at 2:25. Ties things up at 1. One by the IceDogs, and they played out the center off a skate. Now they're going to make a change as they dump it in. And a good play there by A.J. Cook to force Murphy to pounce on the puck and hold on. After it skipped off a skate right to Dan Murphy, he has to hold on. And you can make your change after a tired group on that icing call. And now you get an offensive zone draw on top of it. Face off to the left of Murphy. They tie up at the circle. Erie picks this one up, and they're in on ahead in flight. Fowler ahead for Sproul, trying to drop it off for Yetman. Gives right back to Yetman, and it just trickled past his stick, and it's found by Tomasino. He finds Castleman, jams on the brakes right in front of the Erie line, sends it towards the net, and the Otters stick that one to the corner. Out towards neutral ice here, grabbed by Hunter, and drops right back behind the Otters net. With almost 5 minutes off the clock in this third frame, tie game at 3. Yetman chops it into the zone from center, gathered by Hunter, and on ahead for Castleman. The Tomasino brings it into the Erie zone. Nice little flip on for Uberti. That rolls down back behind the Otters net. Put it off the side of the cage. Gathered once more by Uberti. He gives to the point. Howard from the left side. Floated towards the net. Blocked by the stick of Yetman. He ties up Castleman. Floated to the front. Fowler gathers that. He can skate out of danger and onto center ice. Here comes 14 in Navy. Fowler jams on the brakes. Reinforcements on the way. And that's followed up here by Jake Golden, who jumps in on the play. The defenseman just on. Avoids a check from Howard. Erie trying to play it right back. And they'll find Golden on the right side wall. And now Sproul sends it across. It's picked off. Grabbing that is a goal scorer from the first period in Kian Sopa. And Jackson Doherty, he's hit by Sproul. Shot from Hunter off a body to the near side. There's Sopa. And Thomas chases back to the near corner of the Otters end of things. Up the wall. Gathered in by Maxim Golod. And on down the ice it comes as the Otters take a check. Interfered with on the play was Maxim Golod. And nothing called. Face-off will be to the right of the IceDogs goaltender Tynan as Sopa ran over Golod, who was straddled across the line. They've clearly put the whistles away since the first period. Face-off to the right of Tynan. And the Otters win it back to Drysdale. Quick shot off the draw. He scores! Bar down for Drysdale, and the Otters take the lead 4-3. First round pick in 2019, Lockhart. The first round pick in 2018, Drysdale. And Erie back up by 1. Can't draw it up much better than that face-off win. And a perfect shot. Drysdale, a 2-goal game. And if I'm not mistaken, that's Jamie Drysdale's first 2-goal game of his OHL career. What a better time to find it. As Murphy makes a mask save on the deflection from Sopa. And Erie able to clear out the center ice. Here's Sopa. Wheels on in, shouldered by D'Amato. Erie grabs the puck and bounces ahead. And then Thomas, he's knocked down. And they're not going to call anything. And the whistles have been put away for the evening as the Otters headman this one to D'Amato. He spins at the circles, puts it ahead with one hand on the stick. And couldn't get a handle of that was Brendan Zellin. Ties up on the near side. Zellin from the face-off dot. Gives down low. Hoffman, he's open. Along the near corner, comes up the right wall to Beamish. And then on the left side, Henry, middle of the ice now. Drags, continues towards me. Wrist shot. That one just wide on the near side. Catches the glass. And behind the net, scooped back behind by Enright. On for the overage defender and Elijah Roberts, who skips it up off the near side wall and loose as Thomas charges in. Watched by Daniel Singer. Puts a shove on him. Thrown to the front of the net here. Looking for D. Simone. Beamish can cut it off. And he'll send this one out to center ice. Nicely reeled in by Singer. And he's got a 2-on-1 here if he hurries. Singer gives a cross just out of the reach of Noah Sador. Looking for his first OHL goal. Picked up his first OHL point. Setting up Brendan Hoffman back in the second frame. As the Otters have the lead 4-3 on another Jamie Drysdale goal. Jacob Golden back to grab the puck behind his own net. Golden played out ahead, but cannot. Oh, he does clear the zone. They looked like it may have been held on that line by Theriot. Not the case. Whistle sounds 4-3. Here come the IceDogs back in. Down to the ice on a check goes Tomasino, and Erie pokes this out to center ice and sweep it out ahead. It's Sproul with Yetman. Sproul drags, fires, and he misses wide on the glove hand side. And back to Erie ice. Drysdale snuffs that play out. And Erie gives to Cameron Morton. Good to see him get back out there and take a shift after being run from behind by Akil Thomas. Drysdale, one hand on the stick, ahead for Fowler. Erie dumps it in. And slid to the front of the net by the Otters, but cut up by Elijah Roberts. Brought back in by Yetman. Erie changing on the play, and the first man to it is going to be Sproul. Leaves it in the corner. This one hoisted ahead to center ice. Past Swankler, and it'll go for an icing call. And the whistle sounds. With 11:11 to go in the first.
Fans at winning 50-50 number 065780 for $3,152. Head to the 50-50 table to claim your prize.
After the draw, it's back to Erie ice as Cook steps in front of Jack Duff. Battle in the corner. As Cook spins away, he backs off. Ryan Campbell looking to move it up the wall. As Duff lost his stick on the play here, Campbell comes across, open is Cook, and the shot is stopped. As Murphy, a huge save with a defender minus a stick. McDougal twists the puck down for goal line. Right back to McDougal. He's open, shoots. Getting a piece of it is Tynan from the dot. Erie returns another one to the net. Poke checked around. The Swankler grabs it behind the goal. Plays out in front and just past everybody to center ice. 10:25 to go. McDougal slides it back into the zone. And Sopa drills it off the glass to center red. As firing this one out to center ice is Henry. And back on in deep. Max Golod, lone man in for the Otters right now. Trying to keep that puck away from the bodies. As in comes Locker. Here's the reinforcements. D'Amato waits, holds, brings it out to the front. Can't stuff it in from the near side. Lockhart, though, comes right back with it. D'Amato behind the goal. Charges out towards the circle. Turns and fires. That's blocked as Chanton puts it out of play. 9:57 left here midway through this third period. 4-3 Erie as we trade goals. IceDogs tie things up on a questionable play. Even things at 3 at 2:25. But Jamie Drysdale from Connor Lockhart at 6:02 makes it 4-3. Keep your clothes in top shape with Chido's Dry Cleaners, complete with an easy, accessible drive-through and free pickup and drop-off. Chido's Cleaners is second to none. That's Chido's Dry Cleaners, the official dry cleaning service provider of the Erie Otters. Face off the left of Tynan. It's won by the IceDogs, and here's Drew Hunter. Ahead for Sopa, in flight. Now Thomas. Closed off by Curtis Henry and forces the shoot in as Erie puts it behind their own goal and onto the far point, cannot clear. D'Amato comes across. The shot was blocked by the Otters, and now Thomas against Connor Lockhart on the near side. Gil Thomas, watched by a pair of Erie Otters. Bouncing off the shelf along the boards. Erie out of midair will knock it out to neutral ice. And Thomas takes over. 9:25 left. D'Amato strips him of the puck. Erie with numbers. On in front. D'Amato. Forehand. Can't stop it. As they slide it across, diving is Howard. The pass got through, but they can't finish it off. On that short ice, 3-on-1 chance. Selin still with the puck now. Shoots one towards Tynan. He gloves it down. Shots 32-28. The Otters lead by 1, 4-3 with 9:07 to go in this third frame. Here's Enright, drops it off behind the net. The draw won by the IceDogs, and then Betts ahead towards neutral ice. Poke check by the Otters, Cameron Morton, and it appears that is onside as it's chipped in down deep, and Betts to chase it. Fired back around the net. Here's Elijah Roberts. Puts on the brakes in front of Daniel Singer. Comes back up to the line. His shot off the mark. Trickles onto the near side corner of the Otters' end of things. As DeSimone skating away, but it's grabbed by Brendan Hoffman, and he sends it back to the other end of the ice. Headman play, glove down by Golden. Chips it near side. Hoffman has it. Nice play on for Sador. Drags. Backhand try. Save. Made. And the rebound knocked back behind the net. Here's Brennan Hoffman. Tripped up by Enright. Gets back up and moves it to the corner for Sador. Betts follows up. The Otters watch him as he ramps it off the boards down all the way to Erie Ice. And DeSimone goes to chase. He's planted along the wall by Cameron Morton. Erie can move it to Daniel Singer as the changes will begin here for Erie coming up once they get it out to neutral ice. Janton. Head play for Theriault. The Otters stay after it here. And with the handle, getting it right back is Noah Sador. Plays the center end for Hoffman. He'll walk into the zone now. Carries towards me. Puts a wrist shot towards the net. That's kicked away by Tynan. Allows the Otters to make a couple of bodies and swap them at the bench. Sproul to Duff. Played ahead. Nicely reeled in by Yetman. He comes into the zone right wing side. Brings it down to the corner. Pinched off by Chanton. Sproul follows up. Wants to give to Hayden Fowler up in that far corner. And he does have the biscuit now. Out of that pileup he skates. They give to Duff. Tap down low for Sproul. And then the whistle sounds. Erie offside. Duff did not keep it inside the zone. It was along that blue line. Brought it out across. With 7:21 left in the third period.
Sandra Fryer of Niagara Falls. Sandra Fryer of Niagara Falls, tonight's 50-50 winner. And tonight's attendance at Meridian Center, 4,590. That's 4,590. The
IceDogs win this draw right back in towards their own end. 7:15 remaining in this hockey game. The Otters with a 1-goal lead, 4-3. Drysdale with the go-ahead goal. He's got 2 goals on the night. Howard out of the far corner. Drills it up the wall. Duff holds in, plays it near side. He'll be whacked ahead by Hunter. Booted there by Jamie Drysdale with in flight. It was the IceDogs picking it up, but poke checked nicely by Duff. Here comes Erie the other way. Fowler overskates on the play. Sends it to the middle of the ice. That's cut off by Campbell. And lifted to center ice once more. Jack Duff on for Sproul. Did he get a piece of it? No. This is going to go for icing. Erie will be guilty of it with 6:40 left. The play was in the neutral zone, and they're not going to let the Otters change. Duff played it from the neutral zone, and Erie's going to have to stay out here. If it's inside your own defensive zone, you ice the puck, you cannot change. In the neutral zone, you can. That's the OHL rules, the junior hockey rules, rather. There's a shot from the point. Blocked and played out in front. Getting across, Murphy reaches up with the blocker and denies the IceDogs in front. Now Yetman can wheel out ahead to center ice. He'll dump this in once more. No icing on the play. Yetman stays after it. As Golod on the hunt. Thomas gives right back to Enright. Move right side. Skating with it is Thomas. Played left wing for Doherty. Drops it off. Roberts puts it towards the goals. Nicely sticked away by Murphy. Here we're going to wheel up the near side. Golod. Nice dish to MacDougall. Right back to Golod, right wing side. Golod. He finds MacDougall walking in. He shoots and scores! Matthew MacDougall's first game off the injured list onto the ice. And he gives the Otters a 5-3 lead. Nice feed by Maxim Golod. Slows things down just enough to find that seam, and it's Matthew MacDougall. First game of the year, first goal of the season. And the Otters go ahead 5-3. Looking for more. The Otters give to Swankler. It's denied by Tynan and lifted all the way back to Erie Ice. Here the Otters ripping one from the right side. And then a high stick on the puck will bring the whistle. Swankler tracked it down.
There's 4 locations in our region. You can visit their website to book a free consultation. It's where Niagara goes to smile. And if you're on the video board now, we want to see your smile.
The hockey gods always smile back at you, usually with justice. This game was tied up after Keel Thomas ran Cameron Morton from behind. Clear cut. Textbook. Checking from behind call. Planting Morton and knocked him out of the game for the momentarily, but Erie able to respond back with a pair of goals of their own. They lead 5-3 into the final 5:05. You're looking for more. Here's D'Amato. Puts it out in front. Almost tapped in by Stellan on that rush. And now Lockhart leans in on Tomasino. Castleman tosses it to the near side corner of the Otters boards as Castleman leaves his feet to take a hit at the Otters' Curtis Henry. Leave it behind the net. Whacked there by the Erie Otters. Here's Howard. Off a stick to the near side while the Otters whack it up the boards. That's played by Lockhart, followed up by Jacob Golden. He'll put it off the glass and on ahead. Down the right wing side is D'Amato with a lot of numbers here. D'Amato just holds, fires it off the mask of Tynan, and that'll ricochet back. Erie's trying to get back. They're gassed. You can tell as Selin joins the play. Fresh man in is Drysdale. It's played to the net off his stick. Good stop by Dan Murphy once again. Hoffman right wing side. Wrist shot. That's off his stick wide, but it allows the Otters to finish up this swap in personnel. Noah Sador. And on right wing. They'll find Roberts. As it's poked down the near side wall. Freed up by Jamie Drysdale with that great stick. And loose on the left wing side of the Otters end of things. Hoisted ahead by Sador. That'll clear the zone with under 4 to go. And Roberts, he'll take a gander at the clock. And then work this ahead for Akil Thomas. Thomas gives right. Off the stick of Sopa. And then Jack Duff. We're going to see the goaltender come off as Sopa. I don't even think he even played the puck. He runs over Jack Duff. Net is empty as the Otters poke it ahead to center ice. Here's Thomas ahead. Run into by Dan Singer, but he just bounces off that check. Now twirls at center ice. And lifts it towards the Otters net. Slowed by Murphy, and he's going to hold on. With 3:21 left in this hockey game. 5-3 game. The Otters ahead. Duff and Sopa continue to argue back and forth here. But the net is empty to our right. Looking to see if Drysdale's out there for the hat trick. The last hat trick by a defenseman, Darren Radish. Back in the postseason, Game 2 against the London Knights of the 2017 semifinals in the Western Conference. The Otters digging away here. Here's Yetman. He's loose out at center ice. He'll find Sproul for the empty goal. Bingo! 6-3. Sproul, the empty netter. And the Otters ahead by 3. Well, the Otters probably could have called a hook on Hayden Fowler because he gave a lot of stick work to the winger on the right side. Now it allows Yetman to pick it up. It's going to be Sproul from Yetman and Fowler, I do believe. And the Otters are up by 3. 3:03 left. It's fired in on goaltender Tynan. Rattled back behind the boards of the IceDogs. Here's Max Golod. Plays it to the point. Luke Beamish walks in. A wrist shot. That's blockered away. And out of play it goes. Cato and McDougall make acquaintances at the middle of the zone. All that's left here is the .250 that remains as the stairs start to fill up here at the Meridian Center. 4,590 on attendance. Swankler steps in on the draw with Ethan Sims. This is where the silliness usually starts to happen, which is typical. As the Otters snap it back in. Loose onto the far side wall. Here's McDougal. Put the Otters up 5-3. Just powers his way through. And then Max Golod takes a heavy check from Enright. And now everything, like I said, the silliness ensues. Golod puts a left onto Enright. Then he's bottled up from behind as an extra man grabs onto Golod. As Enright took a run at Matthew McDougal. McDougal got the best of that one out at neutral ice, and he comes back in, puts a body onto Max Golod, and the officials have decided they have a job to do to wrap things up here in the final 2:21. Golod appears to be all right. McDougal goes to protect Maxim Golod. Something you like to see. This is all the typical stuff that happens anytime you get ahead of the IceDogs. They already get away with Liberty's in-game. Case in point, their third goal. And then it's just like, the pouting continues. And we'll have our first penalties of since the first 10 minutes of this hockey game. Comes in the final 2:21. Those whistles must have been lost. Left in the locker room back in the second. So let's see here. Swankler picks up the extra. And a power play on for the IceDogs with 2:21 left. And they win the draw. IceDogs, here's Tomasino. His shot, that's blocked by Curtis Henry. On the backhand, Selin sends it out to neutral ice. Here's Hunter to wheel things ahead. And then Thomas cruises into the Erie zone, drops it off left side for Castleman. He's hit by Henry, and that puck chopped back out to center ice nicely by Hoffman. And he'll sweep it down the ice. On top of that, Tynan going to give to Tomasino on the near side. Down to the final 2 minutes of play. 6-3, the Otters adding a pair of goals here after it was tied up at 3. As Beamish had a Thomas skate by him. The shot goes wide, recovering to get a stick on it was Luke Beamish. Now Tomasino on for a center ice, middle of the ice, slapper from Hunter that's blocked. Erie on the near side, Selin squirts loose, Hunter finds it, open man right side, it's Akil Thomas, but he forgot the biscuit, and the Otters will pick this one up and look to move ahead short-handed. But Selin, he's at the end of his shift, curls off and then backhands it in on the clear. With 1:10 left in the hockey game, 50 seconds on the power play. As Tomasino kicks it into the zone, it comes right to the Otters, and they'll blast it all the way down ice. And Yetman's going to pick this one up, try short-handed now, drags to the front of the net. Here's wiped out in front. And the whistle sounds. Yetman, he's looking for he would love to have a penalty shot there. Never had a chance on the net. But they're going to even things up as Uberti goes to the penalty box. That'll kill the power play opportunity. Erie will have a short-lived power play of 20 seconds, but we're going to skate 4-on-4 for 38 seconds. Lockhart, Singer, Duff, and Morton for the Otters. Niagara wins the draw. Howard gives over to the far side. Cook stops up, hands off to Doherty as they try to work it out ahead. Here's Howard. Launches this one to the home run play. Goes off the glove of Morton. And DeSimone finds it. Runs into him on the near side wall with the handle. They give out to Howard. Stripped of the puck here. And off come the Otters. It's Connor Lockhart on a breakaway. Lockhart trying to go to the backhand. Glove down. Body to the net. And into the goal it goes. Daniel Singer's going to pick up the goal. The chest bump into the net. And it's 7-3 Erie. Everything's just gravy now. as Lockhart comes in on the breakaway. Poke check by the goaltender. Following up behind him, water skiing was Daniel Singer, and it goes off right off his chest, right off that brand new, fresh Otters crest minted onto these Navy jerseys. Hey, you take them any way they come. Daniel Singer has his second of the season. Jansen will skate it in for the IceDogs down the left wing side. Wheels in behind the net, goes for the wraparound. Denied by Murphy. And the Otters hold behind their net. 15 seconds left in the hockey game and a 7-3 lead. Just playing keep away now as Curtis Henry holds behind his net. Goes for a skate back behind his goal once more. And time's going to wind down. 2 seconds and one. Snaps it down the ice, and that'll do it on the hockey game. A 4-goal and eventful third period for the Erie Otters, and they take this hockey game 7-3. We'll step away for a break. Duskus Martin Funeral Home post-game show comes up after this. You're listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Picking one thing over the other can be hard.
Toast or avocado toast?
Ooh, 4 or 5-inch heels.
But with pick games from the Pennsylvania Lottery, drawn twice daily, picking's as easy as 2, 3, 4, or 5. Plus, add Wild Ball to any pick game for even more chances to win. It's simple.
Hey, what'll it be? Give me a pick 2, please. Oh, and add Wild Ball. I'm feeling pretty lucky.
Play pick games today from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Hockey has returned to the city of Erie. Catch the Erie Otters in every big game, every goal, every hit, and all the action at the Erie Insurance Arena this fall. The Otters return home for a Saturday night showdown on Saturday, October 19th to play host to the Mississauga Steelheads at 7 p.m. Don't miss the NHL Stars of Tomorrow today. Get your tickets at the Erie Insurance Arena box office, online at ottershockey.com, or by calling 814-452-4857.
The secret to a great hockey team is simple. Chemistry. Same with you and your doctor. Enter Doctor Match from Highmark. It matches you with a doctor whose personality and care approach sync with what you're looking for. Bam! Instant chemistry. Find your match today. Visit drmatchquiz.com from Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. Doctor Match is intended to help members choose an in-network healthcare provider.
With every vehicle sold and every service completed, experience innovation that excites only at Interstate Nissan. We offer award-winning customer service paired with exceptional offers on your favorite models. Lease a new 2019 Rogue Sport for only $199 a month for 36 months. We make it easy so you have time to enjoy the simple things in life only at Interstate Nissan. Shop interstatenissan.com or in-store just 1.5 miles south of I-90 on Peachtree.
VIN number KW626844, lease selling price $23,701.
The new home of the Erie Otters, WRIE Erie, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
Welcome back inside this Meridian Center, where tonight the Otters, your Erie Otters, prevail 7-3 over the Niagara IceDogs. This is the Duskus Martin Funeral Home post-game show. Duskus Martin working tirelessly to give your loved ones dignity. And right into our recap. I'm Aaron Cooney. Thanks for joining us here as the Otters pick up their second road win of the season. And after a slow start to the first period, Erie regained themselves, taking a couple of penalties, but they recover from that and find their game starting with a power play. They're trailing 1-0 after the Kian Sopa goal at 5:21, and it's Yetman at 11:33 on the Yetman play, trademark now on this power play. Slapper from goal on a left wing circle, redirect in front by Yetman as he just kind of sneaks through the defense and finds an open area, deflects it into the back of the net. We're even at 1 after 1. Head to the second, and a pair of goals from the Erie Otters, 1 minute and 3 seconds apart. Jamie Drysdale, his first of the night at 13:39. A wrist shot from the right side of the ice that skips off of a body in front and deflects over the right pad of Tucker Tynan. Erie leads 2-1. They'll add to it on Brendan Hoffman's first of the season. A breakout the other way is the Erie Otters, a 3-on-1 rush. A blown change by the IceDogs, and Erie capitalizes. Sador to Singer. Singer to Hoffman. Tapped in on the one touch. 3-1 Erie. They'll get one back late at 17:53 as Terrio bangs home his second of the season. A rebound on the backside, dropped right in front of him. It's a one-goal game. Head into the third period. This is where things get chippy. And when you put the whistles away with these two clubs, it just continues. But I cannot believe they blew this call. The Otters bench, rightfully so, all over the officiating after this play. Dumped in by the IceDogs. Cameron Morton going to play it. Engaged and hit from behind by Akil Thomas. I get he's a star player, and he's a great player in this league, and as an LA Kings second-round pick and put up 102 points last night, but that doesn't mean when you see the numbers you can just run a guy from behind. Morton was shaken up on the play, then hit again by the eventual goal scorer, Jonah DeSimone, but that is an embarrassing play just to allow, just because he wears 44 for the IceDogs, he's allowed to get away with that. That's outrageous. However, he does, and the IceDogs tie this game at 3, as Thomas then goes on to set up Jonah DeSimone after they take out Cameron Morton from behind to tie the game at 3. And this is, like we said, the Hockey Gods, they shine on you and deliver justice because Erie's going to score 4 unanswered on their way to a 7-3 victory. How about Drysdale? The game-winning goal, face-off won by Connor Lockhart, Erie's first-round pick just this past April. Right to the tape of Jamie Drysdale. He lets it fly, barred down. Perfect shot. His first 2-goal game in the Ontario Hockey League. 4-3 Erie. Insurance provided by Matthew MacDougall to make it 5-3 at 14:03. Set up by Max Golod. MacDougall's first game of the season. And he's on the board too. Paired up on a line with Max Golod and Austin Swankler, adding to the depth for the Erie Otters, and the depth provided. MacDougall on the board, 5-3. Empty netter for Emmett Sproul at 16:48. And then Daniel Singer in front of the hometown crowd. Connor Lockhart's on a breakaway. It's pretty much a 2-on-0. Goaltender with the poke check. That puck pops straight up in the air, goes off the body of Singer into the net. Hey, you'll take them as they come, baby. 7-3. Otters take the hockey game. Your final, and their second road victory of this season, downing the IceDogs 7-3 here in this building. Let's take a look at our out-of-town, or rather, first, our 3 stars. The Ironworkers local union number 3's Ironman of the game with tonight's 3 stars. Third star, A.J. Cook, who had himself an assist on the night. Second star, Daniel Singer, a goal and an assist for the Otters. And the number 1 star, 2 goals on the night. And adding to that, an assist as well for a 3-point night, Jamie Drysdale, number 1 star. Now we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by the Sheraton Courtyard Erie Bayfront Hotels, proud sponsors of the Erie Otters. You Otter be staying with the best around the OHL. Hamilton leads Peterborough 3-2, 6.5 to play there. Sarnia looking for their first win of the season. They lead Barrie 3-1 heading into the third period. Barn burner in Windsor, 6-5 Spitfires over the Flint Firebirds right now with 7 minutes to play in the third. This is the Duskus Martin Funeral Home post-game show. Wrapping things up from St. Catharines, Ontario, as we will head to Guelph after this one. The Otters are heading to take on the Guelph Storm tomorrow night at 7:30. We'll have the Erie Federal Credit Union pregame show for you starting at 7:15 right here on your home for Otters hockey. But we got to say goodnight for the evening. For Brian McKay back in studio, I'm Aaron Cooney saying goodnight as the Otters down the Hamilton Bulldogs, the Niagara IceDogs. 7-3 your final here tonight as the Otters make it 2 in a row. Winning Saturday, win today. Game 2 of a 3-3 tomorrow as the Otters visit the Guelph Storm at 7:30. Then it's back on home ice to host the Mississauga Steelheads at 7. I got to get out of here. Apparently, I need some sleep. Can't keep anything together. Final score, Otters 7, IceDogs 3. I'm Aaron Cooney. You've been listening to the Erie Otters Radio Network on CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.
You've been listening to Erie Otters Hockey on WRIE Erie. Follow all the action throughout the season on the new home of the Erie Otters, CBS Sports Radio 96.3 and 1260.